we get set for a showdown in the OI Division I Open semifinals. From Carlton E. Weimer Field, we are ready to go. It's a 4 versus 1 matchup as the 4th-seeded Kapolei Hurricanes get set to take on the defending OI champs, the state champs, and top seed Kahuku Red Raiders. And as always, this is Game Day Hawaii. It is delivered by Pizza Hut. Hi, everyone. Great to have you with us. My man Rory Kim, Jimmy Bender's on the way. I'm Felipe Ojastra. 1 spot left remaining to get to the state tournament. It has already been taken by Mililani. A secured berth can be secured tonight with a win for either of these two teams, but we're getting very close to the state's big dance.
As they say in Nanakuli, playoffs, baby!
Yeah.
Last week we were here, and I predicted somewhat Kahuku could be playing Mililani again in a couple of weeks. Well, Mililani did their part last night. Kahuku, Kapolei tonight. Let's see if they can do it to round out that prognostication that I had last week.
And this is round 2 of the 2 meetings so far this year, as Kahuku won the first one 35-0. Down to the field we go. Here's Jimmy Bender first on the field.
Yeah, and guys, hard to believe this late in the season, this is the first time these Hurricanes are on TV this year. And I talked to Darren Hernandez about that. He said, obviously, the kids are excited to finally get a chance to be on TV, show what they can do, and maybe by the time this is all done, they can say, they shocked the world.
I'll tell you what, if this game is anything like last night's game, they're going to shut the lights out here in Kahuku. The high-scoring affair between these two programs, Campbell and Mililani, just before the half. One play, 180-yard run for Mason Mua, who had a career-high performance last night. The Sabres had a 21-13 lead at the break over the Mililani Trojans, trying to avenge a regular season loss. Then the third quarter hit, and Keeney McMillan was money. First to Jensen McGee to pull him closer within 2. Then going for the lead right down the middle, the Arizona commit Gavin Hunter pulls it down for the touchdown. And then Sonny Salanoha, the game winner in the regular season, really gets more separation for the Trojans. Part of a 19-point third quarter that was enough for Mililani to win it by 10. 39-29 the final, as Mililani is into the OI Division I Open Championship game. It's their 11th title game in school history. The championship next Friday on OC16 XCast and the Spectrum News app from Farrington High School in Kalihi. Kahuku and Kapolei trying to get there. All right. What do you think about last night's game between Mililani and Campbell?
Well, 2 classics this year. 2 classics, 35-34, and then last night's game. It's a shame that it's possible that one of those teams, Campbell, may not make it to the playoffs. They had a great year.
Yeah, the loser of this game will face Campbell in the 3rd place game for the final berth into the state tournament representing the OIA. Kapolei's had a pretty good season up to this point. He has 6-3 record, started off hot, scored more than 110 points in the first few games, did not allow a single point, but they've lost 3 of their last 4 games, and they've played some heavy hitters, right? They played Campbell, they played Mililani, they've played Kahuku, but they're averaging nearly 33 a game, 373 total yards per game, but trying to go for their first win against Kahuku in quite some time. And they got a ton of talent on this team, including a backup quarterback that was a starting quarterback a year ago in Tuli Tagovailoa.
Yeah, the quarterback got hurt last week, and now they switched. We had it on our roster as the other quarterback starting, but we'll see how he does. Win or learn, that's an old saying. Yeah. What has Kapolei learned from the 35-0 loss back in September? We will see tonight.
Yeah, Tama Amisone, who broke his collarbone a couple of weeks ago in that Mililani game. I'll tell you what, so Tuli Tagovailoa, so he knows how to operate this offense. But you and I seen a lot of Kahuku games, right? What kind of challenge is he going to face against this Kahuku defense that's coming right after him tonight? Oh, my
God. I just watched the San Francisco game with Kahuku. That defense played really well against the number 3 team in the nation. Here's another thing that he's facing. He has an all-underclassmen line. He got freshmen, he got sophomores. Yep. It'll be a tough task. What Kapolei has to really do is play lights-out defense tonight to have a chance.
That's a great point, because they got some 2 defensive studs that have been outstanding this year and among the best in sacks in 2022. Here's a 4-year varsity guy by the name of Sefa Tapeni. Sefa Tapeni, for this season, He's been excellent. He is a beefy guy up front that can maybe get past some of the younger offensive linemen here for Kahuku. And his offensive line hasn't been the greatest, but they played in big moments. Well, if Steph is on his game, he's going to be amazing. And then the opposite side, how about Garrett Hayes? His work has been excellent this season.
Great play from these guys, but they're just going to have to tackle all night long. If Coach Hernandez has some studs that only play offense and they'll be good in defense, that should be the priority tonight. That defense, and you got to tackle for 4 quarters because Fono T will break some runs late in the game.
And Rory, this is just a weird environment for any opposing team, right? The long drive to get out here. This environment plays a huge factor in wins and losses for road teams, and that's why Kahuku's been so dominant at home. 62 out of the last 64 against Hawaii teams. And you can go back, Mililani beat them once, but Kapolei beat them way back in 2007, and Darren Hernandez was the coach then. Let's see what he can do tonight. And he's hoping for that magic for the 21st season as the head coach for Darren Hernandez, who captured his 100th win as a Kapolei head coach in the game against Lelehua to end the season. All right, realistically, let's lay it on the table. What kind of chance does Kapolei have here tonight?
The best defensive game that they ever played in the history of Kapolei. That's what has to be done. Because if you keep, as we saw, St. Francis, keep the score down on the Kahuku side by playing good defense, perhaps you have a chance late in the game.
And on paper, Kapolei, the very much so heavy underdog in this one against the #1 team in the state. Kahuku ready to go on a gorgeous day up north. The Red Raiders are hungry and trying to meet Mililani for the OI Division I Open Championship.
At Bank of Hawaii, we believe that part of living your happy is feeling safe and secure. It also means knowing your hard-earned money will be there when you need it. That's why Bank of Hawaii is proud to be the #1 local bank people trust with their money. And the only bank in Hawaii ranked one of America's most trusted companies by Newsweek. Because when you can trust that your money's safe, it's a lot easier to live your happy.
Grab your boxes, lock and key, and the song you need. Storing at the bank, self-storage. Attackers, rentals online, fresh specials all the time. Storing at the bank, self-storage. A whole lot to Hawaii self-storage.
Let's face it, I make a great Halloween costume. So to promote Monster Tacos being back on the menu, we'll get everyone to dress as
clowns.
No, CEOs. Where'd clowns come from? Monster Tacos are back at Jack.
Aloha, I'm tax attorney Adam Brewer. If you have a serious tax problem with the IRS or state of Hawaii, then you don't need a tax relief company, you need a tax attorney. Call or visit my website to schedule your free tax evaluation.
Welcome back to Game Day Hawaii, presented by Pizza Hut.
Swooping in on gorgeous Carlton E. Weimer Field, the home of the defending Division I Open champions, the Kahuku Red Raiders. Last Saturday, it was a clash of the Titans between Kahuku and Mililani. Kahuku won that game by a dozen. Keeney McMillan threw for 268 for the Trojans. Micah Crawford threw for 164, but Malai Fonoti, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns. He thanked his offensive line in the post-game meeting and the interview. I tell you what, he continues to roll, he continues to shine, but Rory, Kahuku got to a fairly slow start in that one. What was your biggest takeaway from what we saw last Saturday between the Trojans and the Red Raiders?
That the Kahuku team is like rushing water against a leaky dam. They will find the leaks and they will keep pouring through, and by the end of the game, it's a full-on flood. That's what they do. So you got to contain them for 4 total quarters. You can't let down.
And Jimmy Bender talked to Sterling Carvalho about this recent stretch here for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, and specifically that last game against Mililani, and he wouldn't classify it as a slow start per se, guys. What he said, it's the top 2 teams in the OIA Open Division playing against each other. Scripted plays from the get-go and kind of feeling it out and then making the adjustments, and he said we did that perfectly, and he hopes to see more of that tonight.
And I'll tell you what, although Kahuku got out to a relatively slow start, much like how Mililani played in the third quarter last night. Kahuku's third quarter against the Trojans was massive, and they score in bunches. Micah Crawford right down the middle. Cash money right to the end zone for his fourth touchdown in 2 games. Then on the ground, Malai refusing to go down, crossed the century mark, got into the end zone there. And if that wasn't enough, the defense showing up. The Utah commit, Brock Moana, 60-yard pick 6 for Big Red. They just continue to find a way. We've seen Kahuku win games, not in the fourth, but in the third quarters. That's what they did against Mililani. What makes Kahuku so dangerous in second halves of games?
They seem to be just physically stronger than everybody, and they have endurance. Like Fono T, you tackle him for the first 2 quarters. Third quarter, he's even stronger. That's what I said about the rushing water. It becomes a flood. That's what happens in the second half for this Kahuku team.
And Malai Fonoti, the starting running back tonight, has washed away opponents with his skill over this year. His impact is massive. What's impressed you most about his production this year?
I just said it. His endurance, his strength, his want. Oh my God. Look at this. Just watch this video. Never goes down. 6, 7 guys until it goes down. In the first quarter, they kind of button them up. They hit him, 1 guy, 3 guys, but then they stopped gang tackling by the end of the game, and this is what he did. He just nonstop churn.
Kahuku's only lost 2 games this year, both of them coming against top 3 teams. Number 1, St. John Bosco. Number 3, St. Francis from Maryland. But they're undefeated against Hawaii teams this year. They went 10-0 last year. That bullseye continues to grow. You feel the pressure here for Kahuku as we get to the final 5 weeks of the season?
Yeah, and plus they're not wearing their all red uniforms.
That's right.
62 out of 64 with those uniforms. Don't mess with Happy. But eventually, Kapolei has nothing to lose. Just play ball, just ball out tonight.
Yeah, you're right. This is the first time that Kahuku's wearing this uniform attire, the red tops with the red helmets and the white bottoms. Sterling Carvalho saying, hey, this is the first time ever. And for head coach Sterling Carvalho, the run for repeat titles begins tonight. With a win, Kahuku can get to the Hawaii final for the 32nd time. An unbelievable amount of sustained excellence here for Kahuku, but now he is the leader and the captain of this ship, trying to take this team to the ship.
Yeah, I figured, you told me when you were born, what year. That means in your lifetime, there were only 2 teams that dominated football. It's St. Louis Crusaders and Kahuku since 2000. And there's been kind of a merry-go-round of coaches going on at Kahuku the last 10 years. But this guy is solid. You just have confidence in Sterling Carvalho as a coach.
How about the 4 teams that we've seen in the OIA this year, right? Mililani and Campbell, who light up the scoreboard. The loser's going to play Campbell. The winner will play Mililani. I mean, this foursome has been ridiculous, and each of them had different stories to get here. It's been incredible.
Yeah, really fun. And Kapolei, one of the 4, with an all-entire sophomore and freshman offensive line with even younger quarterbacks. So the fact that they have been they are here tonight is a testament to Darren Hernandez.
And Darren Hernandez preaching to his team, history can repeat itself if we just believe. Don't listen to the outside noise. Stay focused. Take away the environment. If it happens, it'll be the upset of the season, and it'll be the second time that Kapolei knocks off Kahuku in Kahuku in 15 years. Kapolei, Kahuku on the way.
Pizza Hut's wings are big. Like, we're talking huge. Sauced, seasoned, and crispy fried. We got you covered from buffalo to honey barbecue. Now, if you'll excuse me, these wings are mine. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Answer the call to adventure.
Holo Holo Anywhere. In a tough all-wheel drive Passport Trail Sport or Ridgeline. Rugged, loaded with tech, both part of the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. And ready for your wildest adventures. New Hondas are arriving daily. Get into your perfect island ride.
See a Hawaii Honda dealer today. And tell them Henry sent you.
Dance party.
Let's go.
When inspiration strikes, say yes with the new Priority Unlimited credit card from First Hawaiian Bank. Wherever you shop, whatever you're shopping for, you can earn 2% cash back on everything you buy. From small stuff to big stuff to stuff you want. A card that rewards you for every purchase and helps you stay connected to everything that matters.
And that's where the cheese comes in.
I don't get it.
It's a thick crust with crispy edges. What is there not to get?
The sauce on top?
You haven't even tried it yet.
You know, she's got a point.
I don't want to talk about politics. Detroit style is back at Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
Welcome back to Game Day Hawaii, presented by Pizza Hut.
If you live in this area, you know this path very, very well. It stretches about 1.5 miles, goes all the way down. If you're jogging, it is quite the workout, especially in the heat here on this Saturday afternoon. Teams are heating up in the OIA Division II Championship playoff. How about Nanakuli getting all the way to the finals? Nanakuli's in there. Kaiser able to defeat Pearl City. Kaiser defeats Pearl City 31-24 in overtime. So we have a 1 versus 3 matchup as we flip it over to OI Division I football. Waipahu able to defeat Farrington 33-14. Aiea and Kailua tangling tonight. Nanakuli is in the OI Division II championship, man. We got to see Nanakuli take on Pearl City.
I like that team. Congratulations, my friend, Andrew Moody. They look really good. They have a running game, they have a good passing game, and great defense.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. And how about Waipahu, huh? You've been talking about Waipahu all season long, my friend, and now they're a win away from an OI Division I championship.
We are so proud of Coach Bryson Carvalho. Championship in 2017, 2018. Yeah, they look really good. The quarterback situation still iffy, but they make do.
How about Aiea, right? We saw them against Farrington, 10-10 tie at the half. Ezekiel Oli is healthy and back. But the last time they played Kailua, it was just a single possession game. But now they're full and healthy and ready to go. And Aiea, they could defend and make that a very interesting game if they defeat Kailua and get to Waipahu for the OI Division I title.
I think Aiea is always in it. Quarterback Oli, 6'2", 200 pounds, has great receivers running all over the 4 great receivers, and they throw it all over the place.
You can just feel the playoff intensity. This is just a ridiculous amount of tension and stress here for all the teams left in the tournament. And one more team will punch their ticket to the OI Division I Open Final. What more could you ask for? It's Kapolei and it's Kahuku. The winner gets to the state tournament. The loser drops to the 3rd place game with one final shot to get to the big dance. Hurricanes and Red Raiders kickoff on the way at OC 16.
Because Haumea loves to dance. Because Jaina dreams of a cancer-free future. Because Guy knows why preventive care matters. You are why we're reimagining healthcare. To give you more choices. To be there for you. To see you in new ways. Hawaii Pacific Health.
Hey, I'm officially a Zipster now. I signed up for Zipster Rewards, and now I get to feed on free Zippies.
Well, me too, but what does it mean to be a Zipster?
Being a Zipster rewards...
That Zippy's run on the way to the job site.
Exactly. And one day, you'll have OZ cred.
So being a Zipster means loving Zippy's same as always, only now it's more rewarding.
You got it.
Yeah.
Celebrating Zippy's anniversary with the all-time classic Chili Frank Plate.
Rainbow Warrior Football. Their journey continues on Spectrum Sports pay-per-view, putting forth their best effort, taking risks, and owning up to the challenges set before them, always inspired and fired up. These players are locked in and committed to their school, their community, and to themselves. Be part of the action. Only on Spectrum Sports pay-per-view.
Welcome to Cooking Hawaiian Style, presented by Aloha Mortgage Advisors. And look who we have from Aloha Mortgage Advisors, the man, Wade Nakasone. What are you going to be making?
I'm making Grandma's famous grilled shrimp and her scrumptious coffee jello for dessert.
Nice. You got something else you're making?
We're making some ahi limu poke as well.
Oh, you're just a talented man.
We try.
Are you a chef?
I would love to be.
Check your local listings for times. We're going to see how well he can cook. It's Cooking Hawaiian Style.
This week on Outside Hawaii, we'll go to Papaikou on Hawaii Island to meet with Ryan O'Connell of the Division of Aquatic Resources. We'll join Ryan with his family and hear about his connection to the legendary Dr. Isabella Abbott. Then we'll go to the Moku of Waianae to learn about an amazing project that ties together art, environment, and culture in a big way. Tune in to Outside Hawaii only on Spectrum OC16. 100% original, 100% local.
How's it? I'm Jimmy Bender. You're watching Spectrum XCast.
On a twisting path to the playoffs, this hurricane is strengthening, but a monumental task lies ahead of them tonight as the Red Sea is waiting, hoping to silence the storm. Kapolei and Kahuku in the OI Division I Open semifinals. It is a gorgeous day to be up north. We're on the campus of Kahuku High School and high above Carlton E. Weimer Field. We are ready to go with the OI playoffs on OC16. It's a 4 versus 1 matchup as Kapolei will try and knock off Kahuku for the second time at home in 15 years. Tonight is a heck of a one-on-one matchup as Tuli Tongovailoa Mosa welcome back to the starting lineup, and his Kapolei Hurricanes get set to take on one of the best running backs in the state, Malai Fonoti and the Kahuku Red Raiders, for a spot in the OI Division I Open Championship. Mililani awaits a 10-point victory over Campbell, vaults them into the state tournament and the OI Division I Open final next Friday at Farrington. Kahuku trying to set up a rematch of the last few OI finals. Kapolei trying to pull off the major upset of the tournament. Here with about 5 weeks to go in the prep football season. Hi everyone, great to have you with us. With my man Rory Kim, Jimmy Bender's on the sidelines. I'm Felipe Ojastro. These two teams met earlier in the season, 35-0, a shellacking put up by Kahuku. But it's different now. The stakes are higher, and it's round number 2. What do you think?
Well, a wise man once told me, Masa Yonamini, who the White House Stadium is named after, he said, Pele, it's about 3 things: blocking and tackling and low man win. I don't know what the third one was about, but that's what he told me. Blocking and tackling, basic football tonight.
We shall see if Kapolei can pull off the upset and knock off Kahuku yet again, have some of that magic from 15 years ago. Jimmy Bender talked to both coaches. He's got the New City Nissan Field Report.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And the coach's thoughts on this one on the Kapolei side, Darren Hernandez saying that 35-0 loss to Kahuku, he can boil that down to about 4 plays, a few big ones, a pick 6, a kick return for a touchdown, a missed assignment that allowed a touchdown, things like that. So he said if we just shore up and don't allow the big plays, we got a much better chance to win this one. But bottom line, this team, this Kapolei team, no quit in them, and he loves that. Now over on the Kahuku side, Sterling Carvalho saying he preached to the boys tonight, you've got to be careful when you play a team with nothing to lose. And let's be honest, that's where Kapolei is at right now. They have nothing to lose in this game. They're the ones that are coming out to make a statement. So be careful, play the fundamental football, and let's get that win tonight. Guys, back to you.
Ready for the 13th overall meeting between these two programs. Kahuku and Kapolei. Mililani awaits the winner next Friday for the OI Division I Open Championship. Red Raiders and the Hurricanes get set to tangle. The kickoff coming up on OC16.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by New City Nissan.
Behind the wheel of a Nissan truck, every campsite becomes more remote, every trail becomes more thrilling, and every adventure becomes a story worth telling. With best-in-class standard horsepower and impressive towing, you can do more of what you love, and you can get more out of it. Get to Truck Month today at Nissan. Get 2.25% APR for 36 months on 11 models, or shop our inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles.
Get a free coffee with the purchase of any local breakfast platter when you order through the McDonald's app.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Dodgers, Lakers, the World Surf League, the University of Hawaii, and the very best in high school sports and local programs. The Spectrum Networks in Hawaii. We've got you covered.
Wednesday, with the field down to 8, who will survive the second round? The quarterfinals of the New City Nissan Girls Volleyball State Championship, only on OC16, exclusively on Spectrum. Well, Kahuku has dominated this head-to-head series. They've won 12 of the 13 overall meetings, but Kapolei shocking the state at that point, defeating Kahuku here at Carlton E. Weimer Field, October 26, 2007.
Kahuku's won the toss and will defer.
So Kahuku's going to have their defense kind of set the tone early, and Kapolei's offense will get onto the field after the Red Raiders won the toss. Let's get to our officials. It is the playoffs, and so we have a 7-person crew led by Cal Evans. He joins Ray Pashan, Bobby Carrillo, Kyle Raines, Kyle Galdera, Brian Cornege, and John Oku. Kahuku's JV program knocked off Waianae, and so it's Mililani and Kahuku for the OIA JV Championship coming up next week. Will the varsity teams follow suit? Later tonight, we hand out an Impact Player plaque courtesy of Mike's Engraving and Trophies, the official trophy provider for Spectrum OC16 Sports. For all your special achievements, call Ryan to Mike's Engraving and Trophies. They're located in Aiea. Kahuku donning this uniform pattern for the first time ever, according to Sterling Carvalho. Those white bottoms and those red helmets.
Did he have a reason for that?
He wanted to change it up.
You know, most guys are superstitious in sports. Keep it the same if we're winning.
Sterling Carvalho likes the clean look, too. Typically, he'll wear the white bottoms. He's a very, very good golfer. And now trying to get their defense to set the tone early. Braden Piper will help return the kick, along with Malachi Tapuan, awaiting the kick of Brock Funoimoana. Mililani had a great win last night thanks to a big third quarter. Kahuku trying to punch their tickets and meet them again. Kapolei going for the stunner. Off we go, and from around the 2-yard line, right to the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, the special teams is going to be tough here tonight. There Camarillo able to try and run it back. And here comes the Kapolei offense. It's brought to you by Zippy. So Tuli Tangovailo Amosa, 627 yards passing. This is his 8th career start, his 2nd consecutive of the season. Tama Amisone is out because of a broken collarbone injury. But as Rory mentioned, very young up front with John McFall. They have 4 sophomores and just 1 freshman starting. That's Galpoa Marxis Tangovailo Amosa, kind of Kamo Hali'i, that pulled up from the JV team. Just missed out on the playoffs this year, but him and his brother have been excellent receivers this season. Tangovailo Amosa finally got rid of it quick, and it's a spin down to the ground. Tell you what, Trent Kali'ikipi, who's a great running back, gets his 15th catch of the year. Not going to get a lot out of it, though. Kali'ikipi, the son of legendary YNIC rider Wes Kali'ikipi. Defensively, well, studs everywhere. That's all we can say. Rossi, Yongi, Moores, Lifau, you know them. Ayu, Funoimoana, Nakawasiri. Madden Soliai. Very bright future for him. A freshman in this lineup. Hoping to make an impact here tonight. Tangovailo Amosa throws over the middle, and this one's pulled in by Lino. So Isaiah Lino, who's averaging 9 a grab, able to pull it down at around the 34-yard line.
Kapolei finding the hole early.
79 offense is out for 1 play due to equipment violation.
They spread it out to the side and attack the middle. Great gap integrity by Kahuku. That's what they learned from St. John Bosco. Stay in your lanes, and we'll watch for that tonight from the Kahuku defense.
Got a first down after the gain of 14. 1st and 10. Tangovailo Amosa throws it underneath. Tapuan able to pull that down. Right in front of Aiden Manutai. Right at around the 39-yard line. They'll pick up about 5, so bring up 2nd down and 5. Kapolei won their first 5 games of the season, but then ran into the buzzsaw that was Kahuku, Campbell, and Mililani's 3 straight games, 3 straight losses. Now hoping to avenge a regular season loss. This is the Hurricanes' first time on television this season.
So far, they've taken it to the air, and at pace, they're getting into the line really quickly.
Second down and 5. Tagovailoa also feeling the pressure, stepping up, and now he goes down right in front of Fale Atuaia, looking right after him. And they'll lose yards.
Yeah, you don't blame him, but you got to like the footwork of Tagovailoa almost. Watch, he finds pressure. He decides better is to not throw the ball, and he trips on the turf. Play a safe game. Play a safe game tonight.
Yeah, you're right. 3rd and 9 coming up now. Here for Kapolei. Tagovailoa also pumping, climbing, not a lot of room. Finally brought down. Oh, look out, friendly fire. Kili Ikipi came barreling through. Atuaia was there. He'll bring a 4th down coming up.
All right, taking a look at the receivers on that pattern. They're not looking back quick enough. The rush is coming in. They got some studs on the stunts, and they got to look back at their quarterbacks.
Yeah. Coming in here. Whoa. 190 pounds is Kili Ikipi. Tapuan, the former YNIC rider, now in his 2nd year with the Hurricanes, will punt this one away. This one is picked up, and on the move, here comes Mana Carvalho to the 45-yard line, and that's where Kahuku will have it there. Well, here's the Zippy starting lineups for this Kahuku offense. So Micah Crawford's been excellent this season, but Malai Fonoti has been better. Fonoti, with his efforts, 101 rushing yard performance the last time we saw him. Last Saturday against Mililani, got the Hawaii Honda Year's Impact Player Award. Kahuku has just really dominated teams in the 808 this year, and trying to add on one more. They were 6-0 in league play to get the 1 seed. And here they sit at the 45. Fonoti around the edge, another big run. Fonoti, who was chomping on Skittles pregame, he says, you know, even his family members call him beast mode. A little nod to Marshawn to the 41, plus side of the field. Here comes Kapolei's defense, brought to you by Zippies. Okay, so Rory mentioned Garrett Hayes and Sefa Tapeni. They're excellent up front. Those 2 guys have combined for about 11 sacks this season. Pennsylvania Tuapepe, whose brother Greg was an excellent linebacker. He's coming in and really shining bright for just an 11th grader. Those DBs, if they go to the air, are going to be put to the test. That's been one of the areas of concern heading into this season. They've gotten slowly better over the course of the year. Got to sharpen here tonight. Fonoti with Micah Kahele Akeo from behind, along with Blessing Levasa in on the tackle.
You watch what's happening early. The offensive line of Kahuku is moving and making holes in that defense of Kapolei. You got Rupp and Moyai and those big guys, Ikakula, and they are pushing the defense back. And you can't give Fonoti time to run.
You always say win first downs, win first downs. That's all you have to do. And trying to make it a much more manageable situation. Crawford standing and firing. It is incomplete behind Cash Ka'io. Defensively there with Braden Piper. Piper not the tallest, but he's very aggressive. And the 5'9" senior is going up against a 6'3" junior.
3 straight runs. Crawford decides pass. This one behind. Ka'io is that touchdown maker. 4 in the last couple of weeks.
That's right. Ka'io's last 4 receptions, all of them were touchdowns. Crazy. 3 of them against Moanalua. The 1 last Saturday against Mililani.
Tell you what, Kapolei would be happy to let Crawford pass in this game because that offensive line is firing out and Fonoti is running hard.
Here comes 3rd down. Ka'io, bottom of your screen. Fake it. Sliding out. Crawford chased from behind there by Lalau. Fires over the middle, it's incomplete. How about that?
Well, there you go. If Kapolei has a chance, it's to let them pass. Watch Crawford. This guy's so gifted, athletic, dips in, goes around, still presence of mind to find the receiver just behind.
It's a penny rushing through. It's intended for Keona Poahi McPherson in a mini win as Kapolei's defense forces Kahuku to punt. Diesel Kamoku, very good return man, ready to return the kick of Mana Carvalho. He's become a great special teams talent here for the Red Raiders.
They've faked punts before.
Oh, the high snap, and Carvalho's got to collect it. Here comes the pressure. Carvalho will try and take off. Can he run for it? Carvalho will cut it and takes a pop. They'll lose a couple of yards, but Kapolei has it at the 41.
And it's usually the Kahuku team who takes advantage of those opportunities on special teams. And this time Kapolei catches a break. The building blocks of any team, defense, special teams. And he almost got it too.
Pennsylvania Tuapepe, who was in that mangle of bodies that were colliding. Yeah, the snap wasn't ideal. The fact that Carvalho came up with something out of it was crazy.
He's always a threat. We said we have seen, you see Pepe down. We've seen Carvalho make first downs, especially when they're this side or their side. Oh, sorry, their side of the 50. They would take a chance.
And for Kapolei, they've been bitten by the injury bug this season. Tuapepe will stand up. Good sign. He was limping on that right leg. Now he's walking with some more strength. Alex Lowe's one of the best trainers you're going to find. Those athletic trainers, bless him. Kapolei will get the ball here with 6:56 remaining. So it's 1st and 10 here for the Hurricanes. Movement.
Stanley Ross.
And Cal Evans on the microphone.
Encroachment, defense number 10, 5-yard penalty, first down.
LaFau was trying to sell his case, pointing at the other team. The Texas commit gets tagged for the 5-yard penalty.
Very influential guy, that LaFau.
Kamoku motions. Here he is, Diesel Kamoku, chased by Leonard Ayu, and he gets upended there by Sean Neal Jr., who played football at Orem High School a year ago, just before returning home a couple of years ago. Hard worker, 15 pounds of muscle gained. He goes right at the feet, gets him airborne.
Good play on both sides, offense and defense. And they're stretching out the defense. They're trying all and then hitting the middle in the last series. Let's watch this.
2nd down and 4. Tagovailoa Mosa scans and again on the move. Chased by Faleatawaya. Stayed on his feet and finally Brock Fanoimawan is there. That's what made Tagovailoa Mosa so dangerous last season. His maneuverability, his ability to scramble. Those two quarterbacks that they had this year were excellent running the ball. Amisone and now Tagovailoa Mosa.
Impressed by this climb in the pocket tonight, finding the holes. He's not a fast guy. He's just a shifty guy that seems to be getting through.
First down, Tagovailoa Mosa looked long, he was covered, and from behind, he's sacked. Leonard Ayu comes right over the top and gets to him. His 5th sack of the season.
And Felipe, the Kahuku defense is just too good to let Tagovailoa almost climbed the pocket all night long. The receivers have to turn around quicker because the defense is going to do this all night long if they sense that Kapolei is just going to pass all night.
That's career sack number 18 now in the last 2 years of varsity ball. Second down and 16. Kili Ikipi motions out. Fake it to Kili Ikipi. Just got rid of it in a throw. They go short of Kamohali'i. Big pressure up front. Nidus Ailua is there. It is intimidating when you see all those jerseys coming right after you. Stanson Pula helping in on the charge too.
Yeah, even more when they wear the all red outfits, but these guys are all coming through. Tagovailoa is very shifty tonight, getting away, getting the pass away to not lose yardage. But the receiver, I think they got to change up the patterns tonight, a little shorter patterns.
Kahuku's taking away the flat, and to Tagovailoa Mosa's credit, he's been keeping plays alive. And again, that young offensive line trying to stand strong. 4 on the rush, a deep drop, a deep shot to Kamoku. Got it! Diesel Kamoku. One of the closest friends that Tagovailoa Mosa has on this team. Takes it to the 22-yard line.
When the receivers turn around, Felipe, this all works. I am very impressed by Tagovailoa Amosa, his poise against the #1 defense in Hawaii.
Gain of 20 yards on that one. Takes it to the 22. We'll run the rock again. A Kapolei team that has 144 rush yards per game. Kili Ikipi puts him over 300 with that one.
And look at the offensive line, they're lining up, pass, and you get a quick run. Good yardage on that one.
2nd and 7 after the gain of 4. Throw it, and it is caught. Tapuan's there.
Quick patterns, 5 out, look back, a hook. Tagovailoa is ready to go.
Yeah, when they go at pace, they can be very dangerous. Remember, this is a brand new offense, essentially, with the new offensive coordinator, Bobby George. St. Louis quarterback great. Was the OC at Waianae a year ago. Now he has made his move here, and everyone in this community, and especially this team, has benefited from it. Tagovailoa Mosa pitches this one out. Here comes Kili Ikipi. Inside the 10. Triton.
And again, they line up really quickly. Kahuku can't make wholesale substitute changes. That can tire a defense out. Here they go.
Manoy Moana got the tackle. 1st and goal. We'll send Lino in motion. And they'll give it to Kili Ikipi. And Kili Ikipi hung on to by Soliai and Atawaya.
Wow, that was dad-like. Right?
You're right.
Wes Kili Ikipi, that's the kind of runs he had. But the defense of Kahuku are now given time to get 2 guys in on the substitutions. Just simple handoff, he's finding a hole. Almost Bono T-like also, with the legs turning and not going down with 1 tackle.
2nd and goal. Tagovailoa Mosa. Pressure from behind with a marker down, throws it up. It is incomplete. In the area was Madden Soliai and Aiden Manutai, but first a flag.
Pretty impressive that this young offensive line has gone all the way down the field with no penalties. This looks like in the area of holding.
Oh. Offensive face mask.
Personal foul face mask penalty against Kapolei.
It's one of the rare occasions you don't typically see offensive face mask.
Ooh, and that's a 15-yarder.
Typically that would come, especially with contact with linemen. Trying to clear space and get hand placement.
Penalty moves the ball back to the 21-yard line, the 2nd down and goal.
Second and goal. Ton of movement. Marker down on the far sideline.
Yeah, two guys walking.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Third down. Second down.
Wow.
So much positivity on the offense, and then 2 penalties. Penalties are killing him.
He's right, 20 yards right there. If there's any benefit, gives more room to throw, but you got 3 chances to try and score here. 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa Mosa, pressure up the middle, stepping up, directing traffic, Topo on, incomplete, guarded by Manu Tai.
Quarterback 2, Tagovailoa Mosa's pass is intended for number 10, Malachi Tapo.
Watch Tagovailoa Mosa, so much poise. He's a junior, folks. He climbs the pocket and then motions to his receiver. Keep going, keep going. Not worrying about that vaunted pass rush. And the receiver in that position, he just got to run and track the ball.
Tuli Tagovailoa Mosa ended up losing the starting position during the summer to Tama Amisone, but he did not lose his faith in the program or his work ethic. He showed up and still contributed. Has become a great teammate here. Launching one downfield. It's incomplete. Intended for Kamohali'i. Guarded by Funoi Moana. 5 on 5, but could not get the 6.
I'll tell you what, he is just like 2 yards too strong to the receivers. But that receiver was open. That was the right receiver. He had a man flare out to the left. Defensive backs came up and he had a streak down the field.
This is out of Hurley Kennedy's field goal range. The place kicker for Kapolei. And so, Kapolei's only option for them. Got to go for it, but got to get into the end zone. It's 4th and goal.
Kahuku in the prevent.
Tagovailoa Mosa with time. Pressure coming up the middle. Chased there by Moores. Hiram Moores.
Hiram Moores with some persistence on that pass rush. They didn't get him all night long. And the thing, they were pushing down the field, Felipe. I tell you, when something negative goes on, it went wrong. 4 plays in a row. Look at Hiram Moores. First he was blocked by 2 guys. Tagovailoa has tried to get away from every pass rush. Not successful this time.
To the 48, that's a sack loss of 22 yards. Moore's able to get the sack. You got a sack earlier in the game. 2 already here for this Kahuku defense, and now they get pretty good positioning at midfield. Boahi McPherson and Fonoti get out there. Here comes Carvalho slicing through. Here comes Mana with some speed, and from behind, the ball came out, and Kapolei recovers. It's PJ Freitas to recover it. They rule it Kapolei ball. PJ Freitas. Whoa.
Wow, is there and then nothing to say. Look at that. All he needs is a little space. A little karaoke move. He keeps going. And then he's ahead of everybody. Is somebody punch it out? Yeah, stripped nicely by PJ, who then picked up the ball. What a great play.
So Freitas gets the force and the recovery. What a 30 juniors on this team. He sharpened his skills in the summer, bulking up in that great weight room that Kapolei has. They have big things coming for him this season and next season. And Kapolei gets the ball back. And this drive starts from the 13-yard line. Tagovailoa Mosa, and this one pulled in there. Isaiah Gideon. Gideon, who was the backup quarterback a year ago, now versatile player, receiver, and safety here for the Hurricanes.
Oh, and that was a dangerous pass out there. He then last second turned and threw out there. Look at all the defenders. If that was misthrown by just a yard.
Gain of a couple, puts it at the 16. comes 2nd down and 8. Tagovailoa Mosa works it sideline, threw it right behind Gideon. And a penalty flag is down. This came from one of the downfield judges.
Holding, defense, number 4. 10-yard penalty, result, first down.
So Sean New Jr. was working up on that side where the pass was thrown.
Philosophy for Kapolei offense should be quick, quick, quick. 3-4 yards, just as good as runs, but in the passing game. I'm impressed by Tagovailoa Amosa tonight.
So far, he has handled the pressure well. Fresh set of downs. Marker down. Came on the near sideline.
Snap infraction. Offset. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's like when you get dressed and you put on that new shirt, right? And you want a donut, and then that jelly oozes out, gets on that new shirt.
Okay.
And you're just like, okay, we look good, we feel good, and then we have a setback. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to change the shirt. You know?
Wow.
It's a constant jelly donut eating scenario
what
here.
An analogy.
Yeah.
Love it. It's been going pretty negative. A lot of flags. We didn't have a flag, and then the jelly donut came.
It's been a long week. Tagovailoa Mosa throws it here through the hands of Kamo Hali'i. Second year in the varsity team, dealt with a number of injuries over his career.
Well, you can't do that if you're going to play against Kahuku and be successful.
So 1:46 remaining here in this opening period. A fairly fast-moving opening period. Tuli Tagovailoa Mosa, he's just one of 3 quarterbacks in Kapolei history to be a full-time starter as either a sophomore or younger. Taulia Tagovailoa the other. Tama Amisone the third. This one gets by Tagovailoa Mosa, and he's got to eat it up. And on top of him was Maximum Funoi Moana to stop him. Just mistakes compounded on top of each other, one after another here.
Yeah, it's like their season. They had a lot of wins, first 5 wins, and then a bunch of losses. It's like this game. They had a good drive the last time, and now just everything going negative.
3rd down. First down available at the 36-yard line.
And I'm sure Coach Hernandez knows that Kahuku lives off of this kind of momentum. Little mistakes like Kapolei has been having.
We're down in 26. They try working to Gideon. And Isaiah Gideon whipping through. Coming back from a hip injury. Gets some of those yards back. And about 7 of them.
Yeah, good ideas so far. But OC, Bobby George,
yep.
Good game plan. Hit here, hit there, try everything, see what works.
See Gideon's numbers was a majority of a quarterback growing up. Prior to last year, the last time he played receiver was during his flag football days, but that guy's just so athletic, he can do anything. Topo nearly had that one blocked. It pops up in the air and right in front of Gasper Bergado. So Brock Bergado Gasper able to just touch that one there. And finally, we get a break.
How are the costumes coming for the double bonus jack combo promotion?
Great, we left one with your assistant.
Do you guys hear something? Introducing the double bonus jack combo.
Go where the contractors go.
I'm Hal. I'm Jerry.
I'm Kay-Hao.
We got your lumber.
We've got your hardware.
Bring your lumber list. Get a quote from us.
We've got you covered.
Bring me your blueprint.
Get a quote from us.
Itautilistahan nyo kanya.
We love our customers.
Hardware Hawaii in Koloa, Kailua, Kapolei, Mapunapuna. Contractor's choice.
My double bonus jack combo gives you double the seasoned beef and double the cheese. Let's see that again. Double beef, double cheese, 2 ads for the price of 1. Not bad.
Sunday. Don't miss the last home match of the season as Hawaii takes on the Titans of Cal State Fullerton. Rainbow Wahine Soccer, only on Spectrum Sports.
Take OC16 on the go. Get all the latest local sports, news, and weather that matter most to you, courtesy of the Spectrum News app. It is awesome. Download it now. It's on the App Store or Google Play.
Tell you what is awesome. People think this is a drone. This is actually Felipe flying.
Yes.
Great shots, man. Great shots.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll tell you what, Kahuku's had their shots to really put this game into a vice grip. Kapolei's had a chance to score. This game really being played essentially between the 20s so far, with 13 seconds to go in the opening quarter.
Monica Vila was hurt on the last play where he fumbled, but he's on the field now limping.
Draw play, Fonoti. And Malai Fonoti able to get taken down there by Chief Leutu, the senior DB and linebacker.
Wow, eventually this happens in every Kahuku game when Malai Fonoti gets loose. It usually happens in the second quarter to the third quarter.
And that's the final play of the period.
End of the first quarter.
Well, a mini win here for Kapolei. Nothing after one, the OI D1 Open semis.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by Zippies.
This year, we are more thankful than ever. Instead of spending your time cooking, order a pre-made Thanksgiving feast from Zippies.com or give one to those who deserve it most, so you can spend more time together. Order Zippy's Thanksgiving packages online and save up to $20. Order now at this special price. We usually sell out.
Because Haumea loves to dance. Because Jaina dreams of a cancer-free future. Because Guy knows why preventive care matters. You are why we're reimagining healthcare. To give you more choices, to be there for you, to see you in new ways. Hawaii Pacific Health.
A fairly competitive opening period between the Hurricanes and the Red Raiders. Each team with a shot to score, but can't come up with anything so far. We've played one. Second quarter when you come back here in OC 16.
Pizza Hut's wings are big. Like, we're talking huge. Sauced, seasoned, and crispy fried. We got you covered from buffalo to honey barbecue. Now, if you'll excuse me, these wings are mine. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Grab your boxes, stock and key, and the song you need. Storing at the bank, self-storage. Attackers, rentals online. Fresh specials all the time. Storing at the bank, self-storage.
And that's where the cheese comes in.
I don't get it.
It's a thick crust with crispy edges. What is there not to get?
The sauce on top?
You haven't even tried it yet.
You know, she's got a point.
I don't want to talk about politics. Detroit style is back at Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Thursday, 4 teams, 2 games, 1 step closer to the crown. The semis of the New City Nissan Girls Volleyball D2 State Championship, only on XCast, exclusively on Spectrum. With Rory Kim and Jimmy Bender, Felipe Ojastro, second quarter begins as Kahuku has it inside the 40. Here comes a rush for Fonoti across that left side as they got a stiff arm on PJ Freitas and then a scuffle Cooler heads prevail. Officials doing a good job to separate him. Coaches as well. And they were coming right after him, and Sefa Tapeni is not one to mess around with. Double 5 on the field. Offers from UH, New Mexico State, and Utah State.
Remember in the post game last week, Fono T said, we just went back to our bread and butter. This looks like bread and butter time for Kahuku, and that's just their running game.
And that's loaves of bread and sticks of butter at this point, right?
Personal foul, illegal contact, out of bounds, defense, 15-yard penalty, result, first down.
I was just about to say, the way that Kahuku wins and keeps and sustains their greatness is not making mistakes and capitalizing on other people's mistakes. And that's what Kapolei has to do. That kind of thing, not good for Kapolei.
Always got to control your emotions, too. Don't let the environment get to you. That's been the message that Darren Hernandez was preaching to his team heading into tonight all throughout practice.
But, you know, with Fono T, we talk about gang tackling them. You don't want to let him run wild. You want to tackle him at every chance you get, and that's the negative result right there.
Chee-hoo! Fresh set of downs. It's first down from inside the 20. Crawford throws. Too tall of Ka'il. Would have been his 5th touchdown on his 5th reception in the last 2 games and a quarter. Couldn't pull that one home.
It's amazing what they do. Their starting receivers, you know, usually Fonoi Mawana, but this time, hey, let's throw it to the touchdown maker. Just too high.
Kamakahi guarding him out there. They've switched up different DBs on him. Kamakahi one, Piper the other. Kai Carvalho expected to not play tonight, still healing. We did see him last Saturday to kick return and get one on the field. Still nursing that ankle. In the hands and then dropped, ruled incomplete. Manulele Ayu was there.
And it was a perfect call dialed up by Coach Carvalho. They went long on the first couple plays. And then watch Manulele Ayu all by himself. Looked downfield too quickly.
One of the more energetic and competitive guys on this team. Ayu dressed up like a witch for the OIA Girls Volleyball Championship when the football team came. He was waving that wand around. He was embracing Halloween early. Now here he is.
4 receivers to the right.
Ka'il, Ayu in that mix for Fonoi Mawana and Carvalho. They look to the right, over the middle, Mana Carvalho. Mana's in! Touchdown, Kahuku.
4 receivers to the right. Carvalho, the inside receiver. Watch it, just 1 or 2 steps. And he catches them, but then like Fono T, 1, 2, 3 tackles he breaks for the touchdown.
3rd touchdown catch of the season for him.
On to attempt the point after Kahuku, number 20.
Here's Zayden Mariterangi, who dressed up like an OC16 announcer the last time we saw him in the OI Championship. And he has this one blocked. His 6th miss of the season. And Kahuku will stick with 6. AJ Diaz-Kali and company helping, but Kahuku striking first. Mana says aloha, goodbye, to get Kahuku on the board here in the OIA playoffs.
Let's face it, I make a great Halloween costume. So to promote Monster Tacos being back on the menu, we'll get everyone to dress as clowns. No, CEOs. Where'd clowns come from? Monster Tacos are back at Jack.
I'm Mallory, and I've been with Ultras for 5 years. Here at Ultras, we are solutions driven. When it comes to processing payroll for our clients, we're not just looking at payroll, we're looking at the whole HR picture. We want to dig deep, we want to look at how things are being handled and how to create a more efficient way of doing things. So your time can be spent with your family, your company, and your people. And you can leave all that other stuff to us. That's what makes us different.
My monster tacos are back at Jack. Just look at these huge, delicious tacos. If that doesn't make you hungry, maybe you're the real monster.
Friday, it all comes down to this. Two heavyweights will clash, but who will be the last one standing? The OIA D1 Open Football Championship, only on OC16, exclusively on Spectrum. Well, with Kai Carvalho out, new place kickers all around, and AJ Diaz-Cali coming off that edge, just getting a hand on it. He's at 6 feet 2 inches tall. He's one of the best two-way players on this team, offense and defense. Expected to play volleyball this year. His length is great, and a tall target. He stretches those hands out, able to smother that one, and Kahuku sits at 6.
Yeah, and when Kahuku watches that extra point, they'll see that the kicker had to take 4 steps before he kicked. Gave a lot of time to the defense to come in and block.
And everyone huddled around those tents. That's showing really those huddle replays. Carvalho able to pull it in from 17 yards out. Started as a water boy for that Kahuku team, and really now he's the one getting water.
They got a good track record with the water boys.
Exactly.
A lot of stars.
Short pooch kick. Who's going to get it? It bounces. It's muffed. Out of the pile. It's Kapolei to recover. Wow, again, everything's a ride. Piper had it first, then Isaiah Lino.
Well, we've seen that so many times. You just hit it to what they call in volleyball the campfire spot, and nobody's there to pick it up, and then nice grab by Lino.
Rory dropping volleyball knowledge now?
Oh, yeah. Come on. I was watching. I'll watch everything you guys do.
I appreciate it.
By the way, October 11th, 2022, Ilani and Punahou volleyball game. The best ever call I've ever heard. First game.
You had the date, remember?
First set,
oh,
yes.
My God.
The best. Flawless.
What a... This one batted by IU.
Wow, how many times you see that?
Like another volleyball middle blocker.
Yeah.
For the way he got up there. Looked like it.
Every game, he seems to have won. It's all about timing. It's like J.J. Watt. He always seems to get a swat.
Forces 2nd down and 10 for Tagovailoa, Amosa, and the Hurricanes. We got inside the 10 in the first quarter. The penalties racked up, push them out of range. And Kahuku took advantage of it. Tagovailoa also over the middle, and this one in traffic intended there for Kaina Kamohali'i, the freshman. Pulled up from the JV, as we mentioned. His only reception came against Lelehua in the season finale.
And I'm going to tell you, I was a receiver, and that's kind of scary to go over the middle with all those Kahuku hard hitters out there.
You ain't kidding, man.
Yeah. You know, people, so I used to alligator arm that thing. Nope, I don't want to catch that one.
3rd down and 10. Pressure coming, throwing on the run. This one is pulled in. Ruled a catch there for Kamohali'i, so he atones for the earlier miscue. Gets his 2nd catch of the season.
And you go quick pass. Quick move from Tagovailoa Amosa. Throw it down. That's the patterns they got to run. 6, 7. Move down the field slowly.
What a catch from Kaina. Guarded by Sean Niu. With 4th and 1 coming up. Kapolei not going to risk it.
Oh, we talked about they have nothing to lose. Right? Is this kind of situation you go for it, or you play, like we said, conservative, and maybe you can catch them in the 4th quarter?
In this situation, I would try and draw them off.
Good call.
Kapolei playing a little conservative here. Top of 1 to punt. Oh, nearly blocked again. This punt in this win, as he was kicking into it, was carrying. Young Lafau applying the pressure there. Rory watches a lot of OC16, and Island 98.5 is the #1 radio station in the state.
Behind the wheel of a Nissan truck, every campsite becomes more remote. Every trail becomes more thrilling. And every adventure becomes a story worth telling. With best-in-class standard horsepower and impressive towing, you can do more of what you love, and you can get more out of it. Get to Truck Month today at Nissan. Get 2.25% APR for 36 months on 11 models, or shop our inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles.
This year, we are more thankful than ever. Instead of spending your time cooking, order a pre-made Thanksgiving feast from Zippies.com, or give one to those who deserve it most, so you can spend more time together. Order Zippy's Thanksgiving packages online and save up to $20. Order now at this special price. We usually sell out.
Next Friday at Farrington, Rory, Jimmy, and I with you for the OI Division I Open Championship. Mililani's already in. Who will they face, Kahuku or Kapolei? Game Day Hawaii, presented by Pizza Hut, 7:15 p.m. Comes your way on OC16. You'll see it later on XCast and also on the Spectrum News app. 10:09 here to go in the half. Here comes Crawford and the Red Raiders. Throwing for Ka'io. Pulls this one down, and the big Ka'io, the junior target, able to slash his way forward for a first down, gain of 10.
Both teams, a lot of success, quick patterns. Crawford so poised, and who wouldn't be behind that offensive line? Watch the protection here. All those guys spreading their arms out. This is a college offensive line, and Ka'io just in the puka to make that catch.
His brother Daniel Ka'io coming through this program last year, won a Division I Open State Championship with the 2021 edition of the Raiders. And these Red Raiders have been really wanting to repeat and continue that dominance because they feel like that this is a generational team. Quick throw again. Here's Ka'io. Ka'io working one-on-one, and he gets help from P.J. Freitas, does Treston Lalau. Those two guys able to make the tackle. Another 10-plus yard gain. It's a gain of 11 this time.
Yeah, we see that Ka'io can also be the possession receiver. When he catches the ball, he wants 6 every time. As we said, 4 touchdown passes in a row, and then we see him catch the 7 and out, and then drag people down the field.
Kamakahi able to help in on the tackle with Freitas. 9:40 remaining. Comes giving up Olahi McPherson. They plug that hole quick. Big 50, Garrett Hayes. 30 in the varsity team. Worked with MBC, which is Mose Boot Camp. Mose Tuia, the defensive coordinator. They worked in Miley. They worked at Kapolei District and Regional Parks. Great work ethic. And the senior makes a stop here.
Hayes, what a stud in the middle there. They got to continue to do this.
Suffered a broken foot during the summer. Been playing hurt, nursed it back to full strength. 2nd down and 9. Crawford, quick throw. How about Manulele Ayu diving forward, and Braden Piper hanging on for the ride.
Well, they found that pattern a couple of times tonight. One on the touchdown. It's just a quick over the linebackers. The linebackers are worried about the run. They're moving up, and that's a quick run pass option type of thing. But Manulele Ayu, who missed the first one, probably will not miss any more tonight.
Ayu, who had 26 catches heading into this game, picks one up. Remember, the biggest moment of his career so far was a 97-yard kickoff return for touchdown against Punahou. Able to win that one over the Buff and Blue 27-20 early in September. Underneath, there is Hallams. Hallams, a tough runner. To Penny chasing him. He gets pulled up. Piper helps him on the tackle as well. Change move again.
I tell you what, Coach Carvalho is world class. Once he finds the hole, and he has, it's a quick one right up the middle in front of the defensive backs and behind the linebackers. And that's the third or fourth time they've gone to that tonight with success.
We have an official's time. Could be an equipment issue with one of the Hurricanes. So they have to send him out, and that's Tua Kamakele.
Number 44 defense must leave for one down due to equipment issue.
Blessing Levasa coming in and Chase Camarillo. Camarillo replaces Tristan Lalau. Quick defensive changes. This one right at around the 13. Crawford. Daylight closing. Crawford trying to throw it. A marker is down.
Face mask.
Yeah, the helmet popped off in the process. You called it, Rory.
Number 72 coming in. Great rush, but he got part of the face, not part of the, he got all of the face mask, and then the helmet ripped off at the end. Wow.
Did he get the face mask? Let's see here.
Yeah, 72 early before in the initial rush.
That,
yeah. And look at the eyes. Oh, not good.
The thing is, Crawford also attempted to throw the ball. So I think that's what this delay is too, because
personal foul. Personal foul, illegal contact. Defense, it's a face mask foul, half the distance to the goal, result first down.
And Blessing Levasa got in past his man. Crawford tried to stiff arm him.
Crawford talking with Sterling Carvalho. Those two guys have been excellent during the 7-on-7 pylon years. Over on the left side, there you see Tapenny.
Yeah, the face mask happened early in the play.
7:25 remaining. Hallam's motions. Throw here for Mana Carvalho, who already has a touchdown, and PJ Freitas, number 46 in the white of the teal, able to wrap him up for the tackle.
Boy, that's tough going to a short side of the field. Not much room for Hallam's to run after the catch.
Freitas just works. The bluest of collars. That's the guy that you want fighting with you when you're trying to move to the final.
And you watch Mana Carvalho having a little chat with Crawford. What's up here?
Second down and 10. Crawford, end zone, Eo batted away beautifully. Aiden Kamakahi sliding and buzzing underneath to deny the touchdown. Well done.
Tell you what, we talked about the Kapolei offense with 10 underclassmen, a lot of the sophomores, but this defense is senior laden. And watch this play, gets in front of him, and great position. There's no way Ka'io could get that ball.
Kamakahi last year was actually cut from the team and then given a second chance that same season to join the team. He said, you know, when I was out initially, you know, I worked my way back in. I was happy to have a second chance. Mindset change, became a better player for it. Every single day in practice, trying to get 1% better, and comes up with a great defensive play there for the Hurricanes. Third down and 10. Crawford. Watch out, chased by Freitas. Crawford thrown on the run. End zone for the touchdown. Brockford or Moana. But first, whistles. A marker came flying in.
Boy, if it stands, that was all Crawford. What a move he made on the defensive lineman.
Holding defense number 11. That penalty was declined. Correction, that penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
So A.J. Diaz-Kali, the touchdown stands, and Fanor Moana's got his second touchdown of the year.
This is the move, everybody. Want to move to the right. Wide open, rock in the end zone.
That's a Kahuku quarterback making that move, too. Huh?
Yeah, right? St. Louis move, right? Usually the quarterbacks of St. Louis perfected that move.
Here's Maritirangi, who has his last PAT. With a marker down again. Owen Pure. PAT was good, and now Sterling Carvalho looking on with concern.
There's no foul on the play. Try is good.
Brock Fanor Moana caught a touchdown against Waianae August the 20th. About 2 months later, he gets his second one. Utah bound puts him up 13-0.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by your Hawaii Honda dealers.
From Makatu Makai, make Honda your perfect island ride.
It's a party every time you're in a fun Honda Civic or HRV. So grab your Ho'aloha, hit play on Apple Music, and get the paina started in style. New Hondas are arriving daily. Get into an UI Civic or HRV. Your perfect island ride.
See a Hawaii Honda dealer today. Tell them Henry sent you.
Get a free coffee with the purchase of any local breakfast platter when you order through the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
With OC16.TV, you never have to worry about choosing which game to watch at home or missing a game if you're on the go. Look for the Now Playing section on the homepage, find the channel you'd like to watch, sign in with your Spectrum username and password, and enjoy.
The word of the day is opportunities. When you are given the chance, can you maximize those opportunities? Kahuku's done it in the second period. Kapolei has failed to do it, and Kugel's on top 13-0.
Yeah, as I said last week,
yes,
the team couldn't stand their own prosperity. That's what happened to Kapolei tonight. Driving down the field, down to the 7, all of a sudden 20 yards of penalty. Seemed to have gone backwards since then.
I'm not lying when I say this. I think he might be my favorite philosopher. I'm learning so much.
Next to Socrates?
No.
No.
Mediocrities.
I like that guy. I like that guy. He's the one who said low man win, right?
Yes.
Masa Yonamini told me blocking, tackling, and low man win. I still haven't figured that out.
6 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the half. Short kick. Who's going to get it? It's a live football and a dive after it again. Oh, man, and Solia nearly picked it up. Solia is hurt after he was diving after it.
And Madden Solia is a special teams superstar. He has blocked 2 field goals, a couple of punts, and almost received that one. Almost recovered that ball. They just finded the little hole. Ouch.
Topawan got to the base first.
Well, it looked like Topawan should have been hurt on that. Low man win, Pele.
Yep. So Solia will be tended to by the athletic trainers. Kapolei got to get that big play. They forced a turnover. Their defense has helped them out. Since then, haven't really gotten the ball deep down the field. Triton Keliikipi. Keliikipi able to get wrapped up quickly. Ira Moore is in the bottom of that pile, helping out on the tackle, along with Stanley Ross.
What a tough task. You get by Moores and Ross, and then you got Lefau and IU.
Yeah.
One of the best defenses we've seen ever.
Miliani a 10-point victory last night over Campbell to put themselves in the OI Division I Open Final. The 27-yard line right at the mesh point. I'm not sure if anybody let go of that ball at that point.
Nope.
It was Kipi that ended up with it. He tumbles forward, but he loses a couple of yards.
That's a run-pass option.
Keyword, there has to be an option.
Yes. Quarterback has to make that decision. Didn't pull fast enough, and that's what happens.
Kalei Kipi, his style, kind of a jump, cut, quick type of back. 2 yards of separation. That kid can fly down the field. They're trying to give him some breathing space for him to operate. It's 3rd and 9 for the Hurricanes. Tagovailoa Mosa. Direct in traffic, and he's tripped up. Beautifully done. Fale Atowaya.
Atowaya, one of the middle linebackers, made it all the way out to where Tagovailoa Amosa was. Here's a fake. Here comes a rush. Lefau is always a threat when he's rushing. Stanley Ross following you.
And look at Atowaya back there. A nice dismount.
Wow. And once again, the Korean judge, me, gives him a 10.
4:10 remaining. Good contact in the punt from Topoan. This is a high-hanging ball that goes over Aiden Manutai, and what a bounce. All the way down to the 27-yard line. 47 on the punt.
Nice positive for Kapolei. Now, what do you do if you're Kahuku? Do you run the ball now, kill the time? Because they have really been a passing machine tonight.
Especially with the moves from Vika Crawford. He hooked up on an underneath route to Mana Carvalho, and he found Brockman on Moana on a scramble. Who would have thought that the first 2 touchdowns of the game would be Kahuku passes at this point, right? I mean, that passing game has really evolved over time. They're roughly 50-50 on pass and run this season in yards. Here comes Fonoti. Tofta takedown, finally brought down from behind by PJ Freitas.
On the top of the show, you told me, how can they do? You got to keep gang tackling. People tend to do it for 2 quarters only, and then this guy, the bread and butter is what Kahuku calls him, the running game. That's a run-pass option. That's a good option to give him on the run. 1, 2, 3. Takes 3 all the time.
There is bread and butter, but then there's beef up front guarding that team and giving space. Crawford 2 touchdown passes so far. Fresh set of downs from the 41. Ka'io, their catch here tonight. Worked around Aiden Kamakahi, but tell you what, PJ Freitas is flying all over the field right now. He's covering every single play, and he's that quick. He can stop the run, he can cover the pass. So versatile in this defense for the Hurricanes.
Freitas all the way on the inside, comes and makes the play on the outside. But Ka'io, you know, easy money with this kind of thing. Everybody thinks he's a long ball threat. He can cut the pattern off at 5, get a good catch, and make a first down.
Ka'io has 13 catches now in the season for Kahuku. The 47-yard line. Fonoti. Freitas slowed down the momentum and finally spun down to the ground by Micah Kahele Akeo, 42 in the white. Another member of the Mose Boot Camp crew.
Kapolei can't believe it is butter. Bread and butter. Look at that running motion. Nobody touches him 7 yards down the field. That tells you about that offensive line.
And when Fonoti runs, I mean, he becomes so special. There you see his rushing touchdown numbers. Cole leads the division. I swear, he got taller and bigger as the season went on. "35-yard line here for Kahuku. driving to try and add on the lead. A floating ball that is incomplete to Ayu. Hung up in the air, guarded there by Chase Camarillo, the DB. They work it to the sidelines, and that one seemed like it stayed up for a long time.
Chase Camarillo.
Just tossing it. He never could get his feet under him to make that cut towards the sideline and just out of reach. And they bring their quick team in. This is usually the short pass we saw over the middle in front of the defensive backs behind the linebackers. So that's for that. Mana Carvalho in the game.
102 seconds left here in the half. Bring more pressure, Fonoti off of Garrett Hayes and Blessing Levasa. And Bayet, Akaka, Folau, those three combining in on the stop.
That might be the future for the Kapolei defense tonight. They brought a full-on blitz in, and you can't go wrong with the blitz because if they pass, you got a rush. If they run right into you. That was the first time they showed a max blitz on the Kapolei defense.
They just muscle up and hustle up. Well, let's see, averaging 8 yards a carry this evening. 106 total rushes for this season. 3rd down and 10 for Kahuku. Swing it out in the hands of Mana Carvalho, and Mana powers through again, right in front of Brock Bergano Gasper.
Plays good for 10 yards and a total first down.
Wow, not a bad option, right? Throw it 1 yard and let him run for 9. That move is patented. That is a Mana Carvalho move. A little 1 foot behind the other. They call it karaoke when you're doing the drills.
Oh,
yeah. Little side step, little 2-step.
Darren Hernandez, and we've talked about this stat for the majority of the night. 15 years ago, this team won in this stadium, a much different field, in the quarterfinal round of the OI tournament, knocking off Kahuku. And he said, you know, what that team had was belief. They didn't care who they were going to play. They just had that toughness and that ability to win when it mattered. He said, still trying to find it with his team. They will have at least one more game. Both of these teams will have at least one more game after tonight, win or lose, because they'll go to the 3rd place game, the loser will, take on Campbell, and that will be for the final spot of the tournament. What Darren Hernandez has done, 21 years. He's the only varsity team and the only varsity head coach in that program's history, and boy, does he love that campus.
I'll tell you what, he has made, besides the football teams, so many players going on to college, hooking them up with the college programs. I think Kapolei may have had more D1 players. I can't tell. Kahuku had a lot, but there's a bunch that come off that campus.
Aaron Falmui, who went on to graduate as well. Here comes a deep drop for Crawford. Over the middle, this one pulled in by Leona Lefau.
I think when Lefau is on the field for offense, they're going to go to him. And watch him. He doesn't care about the run for the touchdown. He cares about getting that first down. Watch him go down for the ball, make sure he has it, roll over. Oh, great catch.
A good call, Rory. Man, Lefau, his 8th catch of the year. In fact, his only touchdown catch of the season came against Kapolei.
Here comes a heavy package, usually close to the end zone. That means Stanley Ross in the backfield. They also bring Howard Iongi to stand in front of, well, they're not going to the heavy package tonight.
Over on that right side, Stanley Ross trying to clear some space off that edge rush. Here comes Crawford. Crawford chucks it up, incomplete. Intended for Halibus.
Well, that was impressive in itself, right? We see P.J. Freitas all over the field, coming up on Crawford. Crawford knows live to play another down and throw it outside.
Decent amount of options here. Can maybe get 3 plays out of this, especially with 2 timeouts in their pocket. 12 seconds to go. They're already in field goal range of Zayden Mariterangi.
That's still 2 timeouts.
If Kahuku scores here, make it a 3-possession game. A field goal will keep it at 2 possession.
Ka'il has had success outside. Now he's one-on-one.
The foul in the slot. A fake, a take, a fire. It's incomplete to Mana Carvalho. Good job from Chief Leutu.
Chief! Yeah, you get the name Chief when you're a young boy. That was his given name, but sometimes as a nickname, your uncles will call you those.
Yeah.
It's either pal,
yeah,
boy, watch Chief. Whoa,
Ooh.
right there. Another one is Boo, and then Chief. What's up, Chief? How you, Chief?
Timeout taken with 6 seconds to go. There you see Zayden Materangi, who's 2 for 3 this year on field goals. His longest was 33 in a game against Campbell. He's worked so hard. He has loved this environment, and this community loves him too. I mean, he's just no nonsense, hard work, no ego. Will he get an opportunity to try and add on more points for Kahuku, or will the Red Raiders go for that first half dagger at this point?
I think they are. So many receivers were open on that play.
How about that sign, huh? We saw that last Saturday. We saw 42. We saw 1. These Red Raider fans, as the tournament winds down, I mean, this could be the last game in this stadium this season. Because next Friday, if they should win tonight, they'll be at Farrington. And then it's neutral sites for the state tournament. So Kahuku trying to maximize this opportunity right here.
Watch for Ka'il on the outside.
3rd and goal, 6 seconds to go. Crawford throwing, end zone, it is caught! Touchdown, Lefau!
Oh, Crawford had many options. Watch if we get the shot, how open Ka'il was on the little in route, and he went for the more difficult route, but he knew that Lefau was there. Watch Ka'il, he's wide open, can't see him, but Lefau with a tougher pattern and play against Chief in the corner. Touchdown.
Officials check with each other to see if he had secure possession, and inbounds ruled that he was in for the score. And here comes Materangi. But first, the flag.
False start. Offense number 8. Try will be from the 8-yard line.
Adventurous on the extra points tonight for Kahuku.
Lefau's 2 touchdown catches this year, all coming against Kapolei. And the one that he had was an amazing one. A one-handed grab in Second City. Another whistle. And this one's going to go against the defense.
Encroachment, defense. Try will be from the 4-yard line.
Quick score update. Aiea and Kailua, 21-0. Aiea in the second period right now.
Wow. That was a tough game early this year.
You're right. And the winner of that will face Waipahu in the Hawaii Division I Championship, which will be the nightcap of a doubleheader on a Saturday. Those matchups at Mililani.
And that was a classic. It was like last seconds Waipahu came through.
Once again, the 50-point after.
We're going to work together on we're going to see a lot of each other, man. I like it.
Fortunately or unfortunately?
Very fortunately,
okay.
yeah.
Thank you. Low self-esteem and all that for me.
No time left on the clock, and it is a 20-0 Kahuku lead at the half. Kahuku unloading for the first half. First, Mana Carvalho to get the game's opening score. Then on a sweet move from Crawford to find Brock Fanoi Moana. And then Leonga Lefau. Another night at the office. 20-0 Kahuku.
Taco Bell is so good and so cheap.
I know, right? I wonder why.
What if they know we're broke? What if they're trying to be the good guys?
Ah. Thanks, Taco Bell!
Aloha. For many of us, 2020 has been such a rough year. From loved ones losing their jobs
or having to make adjustments in our lives that we never thought we'd make. Our strength has been tested like never before. From all of us at IBEW Local 1186, I know we stand behind you and will be there every step of the way to keep us safely connected and powered up. Take care of each other. Mahalo.
Technology at 15 Craigside makes life easier, safer, and keeps us connected. How you guys doing this morning? Internet speed in this building is able to handle the downloads and capacity requirements of my office.
The technical support that's provided by the IT department is wonderful. They're available to all residents for any troubleshooting needs and one-on-one training. Voice technology allows us to ask about 15 Craigside's community events, dining, and activities. There's always something fun to do.
Home. It's where you live, you're happy. At Bank of Hawaii, we want to help you live it even more. So to help you do more with today's record high home values, we've increased the amount you can access of your hard-earned equity to up to $400,000 without an appraisal. You can even lock in a low fixed rate for the first 5 years. Apply with Simplify by Bank of Hawaii. It's the fast, easy way to get more cash, more peace of mind, and just plain more happy.
Taco Bell is so good and so cheap.
I know, right? I wonder why.
What if they know we're broke? What if they're trying to be the good guys?
Yeah. Thanks, Taco Bell!
You're watching Spectrum XCast. All high school sports, all the time. It escalated quickly in that second period for number one Kahuku on top 20-0 over Kapolei. They've scored 55 consecutive points now this season against the Hurricanes. And now 2 quarters away from a date with Mililani in the OI Division I Open Championship. Rory Kim, Felipe Ohastro, Jimmy Bender in just a moment. All right, so things got pretty slow in that first quarter. Let's talk about the Kapolei side real quick here. Kapolei did some nice things in the first quarter, at least put them in position. Just haven't been able to cash in on those chances.
Good defense, had a flow in the offense, but when things went wrong, it just went wrong on both sides. And they kept up for as long as they could, but Kahuku, over the years, the history, momentum is a big thing.
And for PJ Freitas and the rest of this Kapolei defense, I mean, they came out really firing through and made it uncomfortable for Micah Crawford. Then in the second period, with the likes of Sepa Tapani and Garrett Hayes and company, the DBs have eliminated downfield shots in spurts. Overall, not a bad performance in the first half, including forcing that fumble by Freitas, recovered by Freitas, and then AJ Diaz-Kali able to swat an extra point. This could have been much worse, but the defense at least trying to keep Kapolei in striking distance, at least build some motivation with the second half coming up.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Kahuku, right? They stopped who we said they should stop, Fono T, but here comes Mana Carvalho, here comes some other big guys, Ka'io, Fonoi Moana, they're loaded. Now you got to stop all of them for 4 quarters. What a task.
And Mana Carvalho scored the first touchdown of the game for the Kahuku Red Raiders after Crawford, who's really tossed a few scores, this one just underneath, and Mana using that speed, that leg strength to slip through 3 tacklers to get into the end zone for the touchdown. 7-0 just like that. Then how about that sweet move from Crawford, huh?
That was such a sweet move. I've seen so many St. Louis quarterbacks do that, but he learned. Look at this in the corner. Look how open Ka'io was, but go to the trusting late foul, and you always win.
I'll tell you what, he's had 2 touchdown catches against Kapolei, and right now the lead is 20 for number one Kahuku. There have been some fierce battles. I've seen it with my own eyes on that basketball court. Who got next? 20-0 Kahuku.
Getting 2 of my delicious sausage croissants with a freshly cracked egg means your day is off to a good start. And I serve them all day because I'm not here to judge what time your day starts.
Dance party.
Let's go.
When inspiration strikes, say yes with the new Priority Unlimited credit card from First Hawaiian Bank. Wherever you shop, whatever you're shopping for, you can earn 2% cash back on everything you buy. From small stuff to big stuff to stuff you want. A card that rewards you for every purchase and helps you stay connected to everything that matters.
Answer the call to adventure.
Holo Holo Anywhere. In a tough all-wheel drive Passport Trail Sport or Ridgeline. Rugged, loaded with tech, both part of the most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. And ready for your wildest adventures. New Hondas are arriving daily. Get into your perfect island ride.
See a Hawaii Honda dealer today. And tell them Henry sent me.
Because Haumea loves to dance. Because Jaina dreams of a cancer-free future. Because Guy knows why preventive care matters. You are why we're reimagining healthcare. To give you more choices. To be there for you. To see you in new ways. Hawaii Pacific Health.
You could get 2 of my delicious sausage croissants with a freshly cracked egg. And I serve them all day, so you can enjoy them for breakfast, brunch, or even Brinner. Did I just make up Brinner? Can we trademark that?
I'm Mallory, and I've been with Ultras for 5 years. Here at Ultras, we are solutions-driven. When it comes to processing payroll for our clients, we're not just looking at payroll, we're looking at the whole HR picture. We want to dig deep, we want to look at how things are being handled and how to create a more efficient way of doing things, so your time can be spent with your family, your company, and your people, and you can leave all that other stuff to us. That's what makes us different.
Technology at 15 Craigside makes life easier, safer, and keeps us connected. How you guys doing this morning? Internet speed in this building is able to handle the downloads and capacity requirements of my office.
The technical support that's provided by the IT department is wonderful. They're available to all residents for any troubleshooting needs and one-on-one training. Voice technology allows us to ask about 15 Craigside's community events, dining, and activities. There's always something fun to do.
We're about 9 nights away from Halloween. Some are getting to the festive spirit, and if you're a Kahuku fan, you're smiling right now because you're on top 20-0. All right, real quick, what do you want to see from Kapolei in the third period that might give Kapolei fans some confidence that the team is still in this one?
Short games, be patient. Yep. 3 yards, 4 yards at a time. You still got time. Play the same defense you were playing. Hey, they're doing good. They're doing good on the defensive side. Offense a little more controlled. Short passes, short passes.
Let's take a look at the halftime stats. It is brought to you by Jack in the Box. All right, well, the turnovers, one of them for Kahuku. That great defensive pressure from PJ Freitas. The difference, but it's all on one side. It's the right side of the column here.
Yeah, and the shocking one is the 155 yards of passing for Kahuku. Are they trying to mask what they're doing for other teams in the playoffs, or are they trying to prove that they have a passing game, which is looking good? You know, the old 10 guys in front of the runner and blast won championships, ever involving with Sterling Carvalho as their coach.
One of the great things that Kahuku does over the course of a game is they bait you into playing their style and how they want you to play. If you try to play your own game, they'll adjust as well. They're chameleons on this field. And all of that is started with this defense that flies around and really sets the tempo from the opening kickoff.
And the impressive thing is their gap integrity. And they said that they learned that from St. John Bosco. Staying in your place, like, you know, the Patriots say, just do your job. You can never find holes in their defense.
Ira Moore's getting the action. Leonard Ayu also has a sack in this one. The trip up there from Atawaya. Madden Soliai's done some good things and eliminating and taking care of the big plays that has helped Kahuku's defense to blank out Kapolei in this first half of play. Oh, there you go. Now we're talking. Halloween coming soon. Well done to you two.
Are you looking for something new? The flavor of real premium coffee beans with the savory crunch of arare. Try a surprising mix of East meets West today. Enjoy premium coffee arare. It's time to enjoy life.
This year, we are more thankful than ever. Instead of spending your time cooking, order a pre-made Thanksgiving feast from Zippys.com or give one to those who deserve it most. so you can spend more time together. Order Zippy's Thanksgiving packages online and save up to $20. Order now at this special price. We usually sell out.
Aloha. For many of us, 2020 has been such a rough year. From loved ones losing their jobs or having to make adjustments in our lives that we never thought we'd make. Our strength has been tested like never before. From all of us at IBEW Local 1186, I know we stand behind you and will be there every step of the way to keep us safely connected and powered up. Take care of each other. Mahalo.
It's always a good time for mango. Hand-picked at the peak of freshness and dried and packaged for the best flavor. Get your premium mango and premium sweet and sour mango slices today. It's time to enjoy life.
Mike's Engraving and Trophies, the official provider for Spectrum OC16 and Spectrum XCast.
You're watching Hawaii High School Sports on Spectrum XCast.
20-0 Kahuku here at the half. And look, we know these Red Raiders can play some football, but something they reminded us of the other night, they're great volleyball fans as well. The Kahuku Red Raider football team there. And you see Sterling Carvalho making his way off left there, making sure they don't get too rowdy. This was at Radford the other night for the OIA championships. And then at the end doing the haka for the girls after they won the OIA championship. Just great vibe and energy from that team and hoping to get more of that on the field tonight. So they're set up for the spike. Can Kahuku do it, or will Kapolei block them at the net? Volleyball references for you right there as we get ready for the second half here on Spectrum OC16.
This Spectrum OC16 sports presentation is sponsored by Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Pizza Hut's wings are big, like we're talking huge. Sauced, seasoned, and crispy fried. We got you covered from buffalo to honey barbecue. Now, if you'll excuse me, these wings are mine. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hardware Hawaii to me is, they've been a faithful friend.
You can't find another place like this. I don't think so.
That's what I really like about it. I like the personal contact. I like being able to call people that I've known for years. I like the integrity here.
I've been doing business with them for 40 years, and I'm still here.
Hardware Hawaii. Contractor's choice.
And that's where the cheese comes in.
I don't get it.
It's a thick crust with crispy edges. What is there not to get?
The sauce on top?
You haven't even tried it yet.
You know, she's got a point.
I don't want to talk about politics. Detroit style is back at Pizza Hut.
No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Coming up on Friday, it'll be the New City Nissan Girls Volleyball Division II and Division I Championships. It'll be on Spectrum XCast Friday at 5 p.m. Jordan Helly will take care of you along with Kevin Wong, our great crew out there. Rory, Jimmy, and I with you on Friday for the OIA Division I Open Championship. What a gorgeous day, huh?
I called this a Mecca last week.
Yes, you did.
62 out of 63 games they won here against Hawaii teams. Yeah, this qualifies.
Of course, the only pimple on what would have been a perfect 63-63 was that Mililani win with Dylan Gabriel in 2018. You know, Jimmy was talking about that volleyball match. You know, with the football team there, they didn't get back to campus till roughly like 12:30, 12:45. And keep in mind, it was a Wednesday, so that means it's a school night. So they had to come back to school at around 7 o'clock. But the dedication from the Red Raiders to support those very talented young women, I mean, it just makes you feel good for this community that always supports each other. They're always there for each other.
Yeah, it's catchy. They've built something huge and great and fun, too. I mean, all these people, if they have an away game, they travel, because I go to Zippy's late at night, of course, and a ton of people from Kahuku making their way home. But the support of the football team for the volleyball team, vice versa. We saw some volleyball girls here tonight backing up the football team.
Meantime, here for the Hurricanes, A lot of things kind of changing on campus with their brand new weight room just underneath their bleachers. It's an 80-yard weight room where they can do sprints out there. And what Darren Hernandez has done to really build that football culture, maintain that culture, and put himself in a position where kids can succeed outside of football. I will say this, Darren is the best wingman for a college recruit. He will sell the heck out of you if you are a hard worker, if you have all your things in proper order. He'll accentuate the best attributes of an athlete. And in fact, yesterday, remember we worked together, he had his 40th class reunion at Leeward Bowl and spent time there from about 12 till 1 in the morning. He said it was a good time of just fellowship with his old classmates, and those classmates were actually watching the game over at Leeward Bowl too. And Darren was the king of the party out there. He showed face, said hi, and so loved.
Designed these hats?
He did not design those hats, but they're being donned by a number of coaches here.
You go back to the best wingman for a college recruit. I mean, this goes back all the way back to, I don't exactly remember the quarterback's name, but he went to Navy.
Kaipo Noa Kahuku Inhana.
That guy. It seemed to have started back then. How long ago was that? About 20 years, right? And Darren has been a champion for these football players throughout.
With Brad Heva, his longtime assistant coach, his number 2 guy with this group, and he loves that school. He loves that community, and selfishly speaking, we love him on our side as well. Third quarter, wind really picking up now here at Carlton E. Weimer Field. Kind of whipping across. Kahuku won the toss and elected to defer, so that's why they get this ball to start the third period. The deal from Brad Heva said, we're going to try and avoid kicking it to those dangerous return men, including Mana Carvalho, who is located on the far end of the field. So here comes Hurley Kennedy. And there it is, kicks it away.
That actually works out better.
Now to counter that, Kahuku could say.
First down, Kahuku on the 35-yard line.
I was about to say, to counter that, if you really wanted to return, you could just have Kapolei keep kicking again and push it back 5 yards until they run out of real estate and almost force him to.
Correction. Kahuku's chosen to have the ball re-kicked after a 5-yard penalty.
Told you.
Yeah, so what do? Then you pooch kick it in that little open area, right?
Right.
Well, then they got Lefau up there. They got a bunch of athletes all over. That's one thing I like about Kahuku. Special teams is not like an afterthought. All the best athletes are on special teams.
By the way, we mentioned the uniform choice here for Kahuku, the red tops, the white bottoms. Sterling Carvalho also wearing his classic white bottoms.
Is it Bell? No?
No, they're not. They're not bell bottoms.
Skinny pants, skinny jeans.
Very good golfer, him and Stuart Carvalho and Alvin Matatirangi.
He's like a Renaissance man, right? Is he a surfer also? Somebody told me this.
Yeah.
I gotta live life a little more.
This one picked up at around the 25-yard line. Here's a run for Manulele Ayu. Right around the corner and down the sideline and running over Hurley Kennedy, the kicker, the last line of defense. Able to stop the big return.
Well, where have we seen that before? I can tell you it was the Punahou game and the biggest play of the game. Starts up the middle, quick cut outside. That'll leave the kicker to come and throw a shoulder into Manulele Ayu.
It's a second career tackle from Hurley Kennedy as a kicker.
That looked painful.
He steps up and he seems to be okay at the 36-yard line. 39 on the run back, and now back on the field is Micah Crawford. Crawford's going to hand it off and flip it back to Ayu. He fumbled it after Fonoti had it, and Ayu taken back. Great job on the pursuit from this Kapolei defense. They run right after him and get to him, and guess who leads the way? P.J. Freitas.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. All right, Kahuku wants to have some fun. Here's a reverse. It would have worked. Manulele Ayu is speedy. didn't get the handoff, and Kapolei in the positive on the first play. And this guy had a whole game in one half.
They lost 17 yards on that last play.
Takes it to their own territory at the 47-yard line.
Down.
More than a quarter of the field to go on second down. Crawford taking a shot for Caillo, overthrew him. Brigado Gasper was guarding him.
And the defense nearly swatted the ball out of Crawford's hands. Watch the defense. It's Yosef Tapiai. Just swats it.
Incomplete pass brings up a third down and 27. Once again, the ball is on the 47-yard line.
And they've come out firing an attempt at a reverse, a goal pattern for all of the marbles.
Yep. Blessing Levasa, all 305 pounds of him, the junior, looking on. Trying to carve through. Third down from here to Papa Oles. Here comes Crawford. Winding up deep again. Incomplete. Overthrew that time Mana Carvalho. Riding stride for stride Makana Taylor, the sophomore.
Okay, now we're having fun here. Kahuku sitting on a 20-point lead and not sitting on the 20-point lead. Mana Carvalho on the goal pattern.
Ball on the 47-yard line. On to punt for the Red Raiders, number 2.
And you're right, Rory. It all started off with that messed up reverse and the fumble.
What they're doing is they're trying things out as the playoffs go through. They got championship next week if they win this one.
Mana Carvalho gets it away. Diesel Kamoku would just look at this one. He's just touched immediately. And that mix was Keona Poahi McPherson. So another mini win, much like how the game started for Kapolei. Forced Kahuku to punt. Now here comes the Hurricane offense back onto the field in Tuli Tagovailoa Amosa.
And let's see if they stay patient with their offense and not try to get it all, because it's dangerous when you try to get it all with guys like Fonai Mawana back there and all those defensive ball hawks.
In the season finale against Lelehu, he accounted for 5 touchdowns, did Tuli Tagovailoa Amosa. 3 passing, 2 rushing. Gets rid of that one, and this one is ruled a catch. Just right in front of Riley Camarillo.
And they look really good doing that. Just quick ones, first downs, marching down the field. You don't need 6 or 7 first downs. You can do it like that.
A 5-yard bite out of it, 2nd and 5. Camarillo, who had a broken foot a year ago, and then another injury this season. Healthy enough to play. Speed not at 100% capacity, but still fairly good. I think it's Tagovailoa Amosa, huh? Trying to rip the football out, did the Red Raiders in the process. As Titione Nakao-Sirdi able to make the tackle.
Let me tell you what Tagovailoa Amosa read is Lefau blitzing. They were going to push him out, move his receivers out. Thought he had a quarterback draw type of play. Almost worked.
3rd down and a yard to go. Option pitch, good fake, but couldn't get across the line. Leonga Lefau sealed off that gap quick. No gain, 4th down.
Man, that's a tough call. Pitch or not pitch, and then you come into Lefau, Stanley Ross, everybody flying around.
Malachi, Kapolei, back deep for the Red Raiders.
8:41 remaining. Kapolei will have to punt it. Aiden Manutai back deep also to return for the Red Raiders. This one is blocked by Madden Soliai. That is the 3rd time on television Madden Soliai has blocked a punt.
He did it against St. Francis. He did it against Mililani last week, and then today. Well, that was a high snap. You can't. It's split second. Look at this guy. We're laying out. Third time this season.
Red Raiders ball on the 20.
Yeah. Got a fingertip on it. And for opposing punters, Soliai's efforts on special teams is maddening. 28-yard line, they'll line up. A run for Fonoti. Fonoti gets mashed. Let's talk about Kahuku winning games. They usually win them in the third quarter. Now they get a chance to really control the clock.
Yeah, they call it those big linemen that they have. I mean, we haven't called them out. That Moyai, and you got Stanley Ross comes in sometimes. Saluni. Rupp, I think, is one of the better ones. That's the best guy I've seen on the offensive tackle side.
6'3", 350. Here's Mana Carvalho. Got by Iosefa to Penny. And finally stopped shy there by Braden Piper. Rory, this is your chance to live out your dreams as a weatherman.
Can I put my hand over my ear?
Sure. Give us the weather report.
Look at that. Which way is it blowing? I never could tell. I could never do this
Well,
job.
it says east.
Oh, that's the weather on the bottom. There you go. So, like, oh, man. Davey D can keep his job. Whoever does the weather. Trini Kobuiki, come back and get your job. I didn't know they had a graphic down there.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Third down. Oh. Kahuku is driven into the wind. They've driven with the wind, and here comes Mana Carvalho again. Through the middle, dragging 3, now 4 Hurricanes, backpedaling, and finally he's stopped at the 5.
Believe me, on the top of the show, we talked about Kahuku is like a water pushing up against a leaky dam. You push, all of a sudden a flood coming out. 4 receivers on the right, just a simple 2-step pattern. He seems to be open all night with that pattern. Gee, I did that a lot better than I did the weather, didn't I?
It was entertaining, though. I will say that. You are the master. I will say that. Yeah. You see the offers from Mana Carvalho. First and goal, Fonoti. Oh, over the line and a Kahuku touchdown.
5-yard touchdown.
Monty with the golden braids this week. Over the left side, the big boys push. Watch them push. Keep pushing. Hole will open up. Find daylight. Oh, his knee may have touched the ground, but the refs say touchdown. Fonoti.
An extra point coming up here from Manitirangi. And one blocked earlier. Got a clean snap, got a better hold, and got a good clean kick.
Point after is good.
Well, Mana Carvalho set it up, and Malai Fonoti capped it off. Another rushing touchdown, 13th of the season. Kuku's up big.
Finding the Honda you really want just got easier. With a longer limited warranty, so long. Downloadable inspection reports, so you see what we see. Downloadable. And complimentary oil changes within the first year. That's what I'm talking about. You've never been more at peace than with Honda Certified Pre-Owned.
Get a free coffee with the purchase of any local breakfast platter when you order through the McDonald's app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Spectrum News, we're striving to help inform your community, providing the latest news from journalists right here in Hawaii, the local sports you love, and now the local news and weather that matter most to you. Download the all-new Spectrum News app, exclusively for Spectrum customers. Your community connection.
Wednesday, with the field down to 8. Who'll survive the second round? The quarterfinals of the New City Nissan Girls Volleyball State Championship, only on XCast. exclusively on Spectrum.
Huge shout out to A&E Equipment Rentals. Their proud support high school athletics. That's Hawaii's premier supplier of aerial lift equipment forklifts, including tonight's game. A&E will take your work to new heights. Batman's here. Yeah, I love it. And he's got a joke. All right. What position did Bruce Wayne play in baseball? What position did, I don't know.
Bat boy? Oh, bat boy.
Oh, got him. Way to go, Batman. I love it. And look at the props. I love how water bottles are holding that. Way to go, PG. Wow. Is that part of your hurricane preparedness kit? This one goes deep into the end zone. I love it. 27-point advantage. And Kapolei had that opportunity, right? Just came oh so close to getting it, and 1OT able to take those big plays that led up to his touchdown and make the most of it.
Tough decisions have to be made. They had a 4th and 1, and on like a 25-yard line, you figure you're down 20. Do you go for it? That cost them. They got the punt blocked. Sometimes you got to make a decision. Are we just going for it, or we're going to play it safe and may catch them in the end?
Tagovailoa Mosa backpedaling with Ayu there, and the ball is out. It's free. Kelly Kipi's got to hop on it, and it'll be a safety.
And look at those familiar numbers that were on the play. Number 12, that's Ayu. Number 10, Lefau. Leaders of that defense making another big play. Like a sieve, they come running through. Lefau really wasn't rushing. That ball is out. Anybody jumping on it? Safety.
A 2-pointer here for Kahuku, and they get the ball back with 6:06 to go in the third.
I got to give credit to Nidus Awalua also on that rush.
I mean, just an absolute rhino. 215 pounds, charging through. Get out of his way. Awalua able to force that football out. Remember, of note, Kapolei is without their usual starting quarterback, Tama Amisone. He's out with a broken collarbone, as we mentioned. But Tuli Tagovailoa Mosa, remember, he was a starting quarterback a year ago as a sophomore. So both of them have elevated each other's games. But when you go up against Leonga Lefau and maybe Kai Carvalho in the future, as he's still recovering from his ankle injury, I mean, it's going to be tough for opponents to try and handle all of that pressure. But again, Kahuku has not played perfect in big games. St. Francis, the start against Mililani. Even in the game against Campbell, a game that was just full of sludge and mud, only won that one by 10.
But they find the way. Oh, that was a heartbreaking loss to St. Francis.
Yeah, and they were up too, right?
Number 3 team in the nation. They held them till the last minute.
And then St. John Bosco, they went on the road, lost that one, did score a touchdown. Did the Red Raiders, but came up short. Now they're expected to have St. John Bosco here next year. Off the free kick. Top one. Whoa, what a free kick. This one goes to around to the 20-yard line. Here comes Mana Carvalho. And he's brought down. Travis Sinai. This ball just carried, partner.
It keeps going, and looked like the referee was going to return it. Watch Carvalho. He has another speed. He's like a Tesla, and from 0 to 60 in half a second.
Exactly. He's not wearing plaid. 29-0.
Total domination, full no T in the background. They call this bread and butter. Said that a couple of times already. Or they want to experiment. Go passing game.
To the air. Crawford, tight window. Carvalho got it. A stop, a cutback in front of Diaz-Kali. He runs over a defender. Whoa, just shy of the 20 with a marker down. Instant energy here from Mana Carvalho.
Making the tackle for Kapolei number 28, Aiden Kamakahi.
One who gained all that muscle, probably the fastest player on this team.
Deceiving, right? He doesn't look like one of those big boys, but he can put his head down and plow you over.
Personal foul, targeting, offense number 2. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Result, first down, Kahuku.
Targeting number 2, meaning that the runner initiated that contact by lowering with the crown of his helmet against a defender. Good move here in front of Diaz-Kali. Gets out of that way. He's good there. And that's when he lowers the head. Yeah. Good call. Over Tristan Cordero.
So they called this right here.
Right.
Because then he got hit by the defensive player, but it was first on Mana. Very deceivingly strong. I mean, you got all these other strong, and you look at everybody else, they look strong. Mana is, his speed helps his strength.
Good call from the officials. Look at the crown of his helmet. The 36-yard line. 5 on the rush. Got rid of it and incomplete to Hallams. Good job there from Chief Leutu, messing that one up.
Chief. Watch this. Interesting play. The official that was around the play got spun around and didn't see. Watch the umpire. He gets spun around, and was the defender there early?
With that left hand you're talking about?
Yeah, but the official right there wasn't able to call it because he got spun around.
Forces 2nd and 10. Penalty, rushed for a touchdown earlier in the period. Kahuku hoping to drive another dagger. Broken up again. Chief Leutu again.
You know, they ran that play about 5 times with success, and Chief Leutu said, no more. He's patrolling the middle. 2 great plays in a row.
When he came into the program, he was just kind of this shy kid, didn't really speak a lot. And when he was spoken to, you can kind of see the wheels turn in his head of him just soaking all that information like a sponge. And now, here he is, stepping up 2 big plays. Crawford scanning. Crawford looking for Manulele Ayu. It's incomplete, shy of him. Tristan Lalau, former Mililani Trojan, humming underneath. Great inside pressure to seal it off.
That play kept developing as it went on. As Carvalho scrambled, Manulele Ayu ad-libbed and went down the field. I like this Kahuku. It seems like an experiment for the upcoming weeks to come. We know we got that tough running game. Let's experiment. Let's see what patterns work. If we can go long, what works over the middle. Let's pass it around here.
The play clock winding down. It's 4th and 10 coming up. Brock Fonoy Moana, Manulele Ayu, Leonga Lefau.
Lefau on the field, they usually go to him.
Those 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen with Fonoti. He looks that side, he works it to the middle. This one caught by Fonoti. Pinball off a tackle. Got a first down. Got the sideline. Whoa.
that is a trademark.
And a penalty flag is down right near the line of scrimmage.
That's almost 98.5% of the time a holding.
Not 92.3? Hello?
Hidden messages in my broadcast here.
Personal foul, hands to the face, offense, 15-yard penalty, replay, 4th down.
That's the 2nd time. Kahuku's been called for going up high.
Watch the right side of your screen for the penalty. There's Stanley Ross as a tackle. His hands going up in everybody's. I think it was at 76.
Ikakola. He's tough, right? So he's 6'2", so he's taller than the majority of the guys he's going to go up against, right? So he puts his hands down, and you just get right into it.
Great technique by these offensive linemen.
So after what would have been a first down situation for Kahuku, they are forced to punt. Here comes a two-hopper. Not a ton of pressure, and the punt gets off clean. It gets signaled right at around the 16-yard line by Diesel Kamoku. 5:04 to go here in quarter number 3.
Taco Bell is so good and so cheap. I know, right? I wonder why. What if they know we're broke? What if they're trying to be the good guys? Yeah. Thanks, Taco Bell!
Behind the wheel of a Nissan truck, every campsite becomes more remote. Every trail becomes more thrilling. And every adventure becomes a story worth telling. With best-in-class standard horsepower and impressive towing, you can do more of what you love, and you can get more out of it. Get to Truck Month today at Nissan. Get 2.25% APR for 36 months on 11 models, or shop our inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles.
Taco Bell is so good and so cheap. I know, right? I wonder why. What if they know we're broke? What if they're trying to be the good guys? Yeah. Thanks, Taco Bell!
Sunday. Don't miss the last home match of the season as Hawaii takes on the Titans of Cal State Fullerton. Rainbow Wahine Soccer, only on Spectrum Sports.
Next Saturday, we'll be in Mililani. Rory, Jimmy, and I will get you going with the OI Division II and Division I football championships. Note the start time, 3:45. Game Day Hawaii presented by Pizza Hut. The pregame show will get you going with tip-off and kickoff for that 4:07 Division II championship game. Kaiser taking on Nanakuli, 3-versus-1 matchup. A floating ball over Ayu. This is incomplete, intended for Kamoku. Ayu also plays basketball. He can dunk, and he can get up with some of the best of them. And it's a big wall. You have to just drop that one over.
Yeah, the scouting report should say, don't throw it to the side of Ayu.
And on that same side, Kapolei hoping to get active for this offense for the Hurricanes. Last drive ended up as a safety. Here is a catch for Gideon. Gideon knocked down there by Junior Toy Lolo. Flag is out. Came from the near sideline after that ball was trying to be ripped out.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
And a good showing for Gideon tonight. 2 catches, 2 good runs after the catch.
Joe Evans about to sort this out. Personal foul, face mask on the defense. See if we can find it here.
Yeah, you watch after the catch, he was past the line of scrimmage, then it was called. There goes Soliai.
Oh, that right there.
Go. That's Alua.
Dangerous too after he flew by. The beneficiary of a 15-yard penalty for the Hurricanes. It's to 36. Tonga by Loamosa. Out of the pocket now. From behind, it's Ross.
57, Stanley Ross.
Wow, you cannot run patterns like Kapolei ran without looking back. They're going to go back to practice and say, hey, shorter patterns, look back quicker. Stanley Ross is rushing our quarterback.
And you got to love his movement, right? So Ross gets the sack, he moves forward, then Ross pivots, and then he gets right to Tagovailoa Mosa.
Scary when you're that big, that quick, and that athletic.
Tagovailoa Mosa again, slides out, gets a block, puts it up, it's picked, Aiden Manutai with a marker down. If it stands, Manutai's got his 5th interception of the season. It would lead the division in that department, but first the flag.
I think the flag came way after on the blocking downfield. Manutai, quick. I told you they're ball hawks outside. If you go too long.
Illegal block in the back.
Blocking in the back penalty.
Return team. 10-yard penalty. First down, Kahuku.
Aiden Manutai had 5 interceptions all of last year. He has 5 this year, 10 for his career now. As he runs this back.
Block. They called that.
Yep. Left side.
Good call. But Manutai moving up as Tagovailoa Mosa couldn't get his feet planted as he's going to his weak side. Tried to throw it, saw a receiver open, but these guys are too quick.
Manutai had a conversation with me, and he asked me, hey, what's the record for interceptions? I don't know what the state record for a single season is, but I do know Leonard Lee had 12 in his senior year over at Kapolei. He has 5 this season. So he's aspiring to really put his name up there. Boy, is he great. Keep here. Here comes Sungataranga. So Sitani Sungataranga, the new quarterback, number 18 for Kahuku, able to get his 10th rush of the season and trying to lead this Red Raider team for another trip to the end zone.
Boy, that is a big dude. 6 feet, 180 pounds. Calls his own number. I like that. Get into the action. He had the option of handing it off, but saw an opening on the edge and plodding his way for a bunch of yards.
Sungataranga with Keona Po'ahi McPherson right behind him. Here he is. Brought down to the ground. Garrett Hayes was there. Tua Kamakele was there.
And I tell you, that Kapolei defense is still playing. I like to see that.
We're going to have to go in the third.
Kamakele has had a night tonight also. How long has it been said that somebody said, give that boy an extra scoop of rice?
You know the guy that said that? Coaching that team right there.
Yes.
Darren Hernandez. And that rice is the best rice on any island in any league. 2nd and 9. Give it up the middle. Coming close there was Damon Lawaki. Damon Lawaki, don't be fooled by his height. His lower body strength, great.
And how many athletes are not getting playing that time that could be stars on other teams for Kahuku?
We're still in the process of fully renovating the weight room, which is located behind the girls' locker room near the scoreboard side of the field.
Who are the weight room stars? I would think Fonoti.
Fonoti's also in there. Oh, check the liner. Ridiculous. Mana Carvalho's in there. It's just loud music and chains. Slanging. Keona Po'ahi McPherson.
Chains meaning chains hanging off of the weights?
Yes.
Oh, Neanderthal.
It's like a dungeon, really.
I like it.
Now bring a 4th down.
Loss of 1 yard on that play, leaves them a 4th down and 6. Ball on the 8
Sterling Carvalho and the offense want to do here. They'll put Crawford back on the field on this 4th and 6 situation.
So many options. You got trips to the left. You got a good running back.
4th down. Crawford End zone, incomplete, intended for Hallam's. Chief Leutu again.
Gave another scoop of rice to that boy right there. They made 3 good defensive plays. Chief Leutu, Kapolei ball.
With a $1:34 to go in the third, Leutu with 3 pass breakups.
Ball on the 9-yard line.
Now Carvalho has made this decision, Crawford rather, has made that decision all night long, going to the deeper receiver when he had Ka'il coming over the middle. They may look at that and next week choose Ka'il coming over the middle as a better option.
Kahuku won the regular season meeting 35-0. They're up 29 right now. Personnel changes all over the place, and first a timeout.
Timeout, Kahuku. We also have a TV timeout.
Kahuku will call time. 94 seconds to go.
With OC16.TV, never miss a game at home or on the go. Look for the Now Playing section on the homepage, sign in with your Spectrum username and password, and enjoy.
Hey, I'm officially a Zipster now. I signed up for Zipster Rewards, and now I get to feed on free Zippies.
Well, me too, but what does it mean to be a Zipster?
Being a Zipster rewards
that Zippies run on the way to the job site.
Exactly. And one day, you'll have OZ cred.
So being a Zipster means loving Zippies same as always, only now it's more rewarding.
You got it.
Yeah.
Celebrating Zippy's anniversary with the all-time classic Chili Frank Plate.
Because Haumea loves to dance. Because Jaina dreams of a cancer-free future. Because Guy knows why preventive care matters. You are why we're reimagining healthcare. To give you more choices. To be there for you. To see you in new ways. Hawaii Pacific Health.
Smashing pumpkins. Hey, there's Imana Tanape, the backup quarterback over at Mililani with the hoodie on and the beanie on. They have him in the house.
And everything here at Kahuku is world class. The sound system is off the hook.
This is like Rumors North. Rumors. 1 minute and 34 seconds to go. Here's Kili Ikipi. So he's a little different athlete than his father. Well, in fact, Coach Hernandez coached against Wes when Hernandez was at Campbell in 1997. It was the homecoming for Waianae. It was 21-0 at the half. And Coach Hernandez says, hey, Wes was running all over us.
Like a runaway bowling ball. Well, I can remember. That guy was solid.
Proud bloodline, that confident swagger on the field.
Gain of 7 yards on that play. 3rd down and 3. Ball on the 16-yard line.
3 to go. And off the run, here's Kili Ikipi one more time. And what do you know? The chains move. First down here for the Hurricanes.
You got to remember, Kapolei still has another game. They can still get into the state tournament. You have to see what you can develop. Good blocking up front.
Yeah, the loser of this game will play Campbell for the final OIA berth heading into the state tournament. The winner tonight secures a spot in that state tournament. Here's Kili Ikipi again. Finally got ankle tackled out there by LeBron Williams, the defensive lineman. All 220 pounds of him. Not before Kili Ikipi gets a good run of 9.
I'll tell you what, you can be proud of his night tonight, Kili Ikipi. Running hard.
Gain of 9 yards, gives up 2nd down and 1. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Pushing here for this offense, which could have the final play of the period. Double by Loamoso, throwing for Gideon. Did he grab it? He did not. Oh, he saw Gideon. Arms out extended. Dropped it in the basket, just couldn't pull it down all the way through.
Gideon is listed as an athlete, and he has shown his athletic prowess tonight. If there's a bright spot for Kapolei tonight, if you can look at it, pick a positive, Kili Ikipi running, Tagovailoa Amosa scrambling, and Gideon all over the field.
Just need a couple of yards to keep this drive going. Here for Kapolei. 2 seconds on the clock. Here comes Kili Ikipi slicing through. Kili Ikipi will end the period with a first down. And Brafunomoana makes the tackle. 9 points scored in the period, all of them from Kahuku. A touchdown, and then this safety forced by Naitis Aulua. Good things happening here for Kahuku, but Kapolei with some energy to end the period. Off we go to the fourth from Kahuku when you come back.
How are the costumes coming for the double bonus jack combo promotion?
Great. We left one with your assistant.
Do you guys hear something? Introducing the double bonus jack combo.
Grab your boxes, lock and key. And the song you need. Storing at the Lane self-storage. Attackers rentals online. Fresh specials all the time. Storing at the Lane self-storage.
My double bonus jack combo gives you double the seasoned beef and double the cheese. Let's see that again. Double beef, double cheese, 2 ads for the price of 1. Not bad.
Friday, it all comes down to this. 2 heavyweights will clash, but who will be the last one standing? The OIA D1 Open Football Championship, only on OC 16, exclusively on Spectrum.
You know, with all the humidity that we've been dealing with, a dip in the ocean would have been nice. Didn't have time to do that, though. Remember those waves, just calm, cool, relaxing. And here at Carlton E. Weimer Field, almost chaotic energy from this defense. As Kahuku has a 29-point lead with Rory Kim and Jimmy Bender, Felipe Ohastro. It's the OI Division I Open semifinals. Mililani awaits the winner of this one. Next Friday's OIA Division I Open Championship on OC 16. Here comes Tagovailoa Amosa. Faking, taking, and chased out by Fernando Moana. The initial pursuit from Shading Kanoa. And another good run here for Tagovailoa Amosa.
They have really found something in this drive. I think their running game looks sweet. Kili Ikipi, a little keep from Tagovailoa Amosa.
Gain of 8 yards brings up second down.
Right now, this is all. This last quarter is all to build up for next week to qualify for the state championship, unless they make a miracle comeback of 29 points.
Here's a give. So goes to Kaina Kamohalii.
And he was an early bright spot at the beginning of the game. Lots of linemen, everybody's blocking. A couple holdings, but everybody's putting their blocks in.
Kijoni Nakao City able to make that tackle. From just inside the 50-yard line. Tagovailoa Amosa lost the football. Landed right back on top of it. From behind, Zayden Maniterangi.
And then for this young man who's played a great game, quarterback Amisoni got hurt last week. That's some preservation for Tagovailoa Amosa, and they're just pinning their ears back and coming at him right now, the Kahuku defense is.
Maniterangi able to force that football out, recovered by Tagovailoa Amosa. Second down and 12. Everything covered up top, and he threw a pick. Wow, Madden Soliai
intercepted by number 21.
Defies gravity, just stuck in the air, stuck the landing, and got the interception.
How much more can he do to help his team? Blocking punts, blocking kicks. Here comes the scramble. Good decision, real quick at the end, but Soliai gets the foot in to make the play.
Second interception of the season for Soliai. That's a freshman, everyone. That's the scary
Whoa.
part. Those 3 punt blocks, the 2 interceptions this season.
So much talent on this field coming back next year for both teams. I think I'll just pound the rock.
So the Tauranga gonna fire in the flat in the arms of, how about Damon Lawaki again? So Lawaki, that's just his 2nd catch of the entire season.
Good night. This is the backup running backs, maybe even the 3rd. Talapapa got hurt. He's out. And he's got a good showing. And they're not gonna, maybe they're not gonna pound the rock. This is fun for the crowd to watch this, continuing to throw the ball for Kahuku.
It's a 1st and 10. Sunga Tauranga chucking it downfield. Incomplete. Some contact out there. And through all of it, it was intended for Ikaika Luano.
Yeah, a lot of contact.
Tristan Lau guarding him.
I like the no call though. Everybody's going for the ball. Ball's still in the air. Lost it in the lights somewhere.
I couldn't find it. And they did kind of sell it a little bit.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt for trying. Good non-call from the officials. 2nd and 10. Sunga Tauranga is going to hand it off. Kiona Po'ahi McPherson again. And he stays alive. Po'ahi McPherson able to get ripped down there by Chief Leutu. 1st down gain all the way to the 25-yard line.
You know, if you go to practice every day and you watch Malai Fonoti, you got to be able to emulate them a little bit. Have some of it rub off. That's 3. That's 4 people. 5, 6, 7. That's about every run for Fonoti.
After the gain of 16. Sitani Sunga Tauranga keeps it. Takes off. Sunga Tauranga with a marker down, gets brought down by Leutu. Sunga Tauranga, who came over from Orem High School.
I like the way it runs. I like the way he runs.
The back, offense number 6, 10-yard penalty, replay 1st down.
We'll go against Kahuku and drive this one back. Let's see if we can find it here.
Let's watch this. Hey, there's a push right there.
Gabe Cravens. $9:10 to go. Kahuku looking for one big nail to drive this thing home. Sunga Tauranga with an end zone shot. It is nearly caught by Manaterangi. Carson Manaterangi. I think we got boxed out 2 defenders. Kapolei in that end line.
It almost looked like Manaterangi was going to come back for the ball, but he kept drifting into the end zone. Sometimes you just got to shed the defender, make the play come in. He keeps drifting. Good play. A little hand play by the defender that time.
Brock Bergato Gasper. Manaterangi would have been his first catch of the season if he pulled it in. Instead, here comes a run for Kiona Po'ahi McPherson. And he'll score. A Kahuku touchdown.
Watch this run. Everybody got patent and a trademark on their running style. 2nd time he acts a full 360 spin and then keeps going. That's the 2nd time he's done that tonight. Nice work.
2nd rushing touchdown of the season for the senior. And reserves, when they are able to score, everyone's happy on that Kahuku sideline. So here is Zayden Maratirangi. Puts it through. Kahuku won the last meeting 35-0. They're up 36-0 here tonight thanks to Keona Boy McPherson. He would barrel his way in for a touchdown.
At Bank of Hawaii, we believe that part of living your happy is feeling safe and secure. It also means knowing your hard-earned money will be there when you need it. That's why Bank of Hawaii is proud to be the #1 local bank people trust with their money. And the only bank in Hawaii ranked one of America's most trusted companies by Newsweek. Because when you can trust that your money's safe, it's a lot easier to live your happy.
It was important that 15 Craigside allow pets because Viva, our Havanese, is part of our family.
We looked at all the other alternatives for senior living, and 15 Craigside presented the most comprehensive senior living services, including guaranteed lifetime care.
From our personal experience, what I would say to anyone considering moving into 15 Craigside is don't wait, because the window of opportunity might not be there when you're ready.
Friday, the best in the state will fly above the net for a chance to get their fingerprints on the trophy. The New City Nissan Girls Volleyball State Championships, only on XCast, exclusively on Spectrum.
So another touchdown scored as Sterling Carvalho, deep in the tent, looking on.
And you don't even have to wait for the replay on OC16. Just watch your great work in the tent.
Was a JV head coach with this program from 2015 to 17. Hard to believe he's been here 5 years now. And for Carvalho, he was part of our very first OIA JV football championship game that we had. It was Kahuku was in that one, taking on Waianae. And we got a flag down. This came out on the kick.
Penalty marker on the field.
Encroachment, kicking team, 5-yard penalty and re-kick.
Kahuku is up by 36, and so we are in Mercy Road timing where the clock will only stop on those 4 occasions. Scores, penalties, injuries, or timeouts.
And that
was a penalty. Yes. So after this kick, this clock will be spinning. All right, so Kahuku Mililani, the OIA Division I Open Championship next Friday in all likelihood, right? Game where you and I saw last week Saturday. A game where Kahuku won that one 29-17. Here comes the big return. Kamohali Kaina into the teeth of that special teams. He gets brought down. And they don't mess around, huh?
Yeah. That looked like it hurt. But, you know, Mililani is to watch some film, get to watch more action from Kahuku tonight as they sit at home and watch this game. Hey, you never know.
So Mayava with a nice tackle there on special teams for the Red Raiders. Kapolei, in all likelihood, will drop to the 3rd place game to take on Campbell in a game where they played exactly 3 weeks ago. Campbell won that one 38-19. And if there's anything more dangerous than a very good Campbell offensive team, it's an angry offensive team. And that's be where they are right now. They're coming up short yesterday. Billy Ikipi able to run that one right to the 20, make it 30-yard line. So Mayava's there. So a lot of the defensive reserves get a chance to shine. This is where the game breathes new life. Here comes Tangovailoa Amosa. Bouncing outside, got the speed. Whoa, in a blur. Got by Kitioni Nakao City. And all the way to the 39-yard line in a pickup of 31.
We didn't see that all night. We can see that they have a great running game. It's like an option, run-pass option. When they go to this option for the first time tonight, he looks like a great runner.
Tongovailoa Amosa, after his 7th grade year, went to Alabama to train with Nalu Tongovailoa Amosa when Taulia was over at Alabaster High School. And of course, now Taulia doing good things over at Maryland, as this one goes right to Komoku. And immediately on impact, they fire through. Tyson Rodriguez.
And you know what? You said the reserves come in. This is all building for next year and the next. I remember my sophomore year going in a couple plays, and that really gives you just enough to know how fast the game is, and you hold on to that the next year.
44-yard line.
Komoku's brother Blaze is a great receiver. Kamehameha. His sister Kayla, standing softball athlete at Ole Miss. Throw just a little short on the aforementioned Komoku. Tuli's dealt with a lot in his life, though. The quarterback here for Kapolei, where he lost his father suddenly in the first week of August in 2021. He said losing it was sad, but it made me stronger as a man. Kept my family strong, because he essentially was one of the anchors with him and his brother Myron Tongovailoa Amosa, who played at Kapolei and then Notre Dame in college. But he's a proud mama's boy, and his mother's also a pastor, and found inner strength through football, and just have that self-motivation. Has shown incredible toughness for this junior. Tongovailoa Amosa launching downfield. Top one and incomplete. Intended for him as Madden Soliai was guarding him.
What a game for Madden Soliai. That was step for step, shadowing all the way down, no separation at all. And these defensive backs have had good coaching over the years. I remember seeing Leonard Peters at practice for Kahuku, teaching the DBs all the techniques, and it's continued.
Leonard Peters is just a tank. I think I could still play if he wanted to. Screen pass, pulled down. Kelly Ikipi, head of steam. Down the sideline, pushed out of bounds by Tyson Rodriguez.
Wow, it's just in the DNA. Speaking of tanks, once he caught that ball, he was rolling.
The 35-yard line, making a gain to the 15. Gain of 29 yards. There you go.
Sold well by the QB, and then this guy has open field to run.
Yeah. 4 minutes to go. Here's Kelly Ikipi. Oh, he got walloped there by Kitioni Nakao-City.
You could even say mollywopped. He's got good showing tonight, Kelly Ikipi. Let's keep it going, keep it on the ground, and maybe next week continue this offense.
Touchdown will be a big boost for this Kapolei team as they get ready for their 3rd place game. And a chance to get to the state tournament. Up the middle, Kelly Ikipi in for our Hurricane touchdown.
Nice confidence booster for next week. Offensive line getting their groove on. Kelly Ikipi finding his legs. The Kapolei offense scoring for the first time against Kahuku this year.
Also attempt the point off for the Hurricanes, number 30, Hurley Kennedy.
Them all the way to 3:33 of the 4th in game 2 of the head-to-head. Here comes Hurley Kennedy, who's 39 of 40 on extra points in his 2022 campaign. He's 44-45 for his career. He's only missed one all year. For the guy who grew up in Makakilo, really only played flag football growing up. Watched tackle football and said, hey, you know, that looks like it's cool to join. And this year, he's much more confident, and he is one of the great guys you're going to meet on this team. He's so supportive. He watches other sporting events over at Kapolei High School. Kickers don't get a ton of love.
Tell you what, with all that you just said about what he did, 40 for 41, whatever, he's going to be talking about that tackle he had tonight.
And how many Hurleys do you know, right? I mean, you just love that name. Hurley Kennedy. My guy.
I wear their clothes all the time.
Yeah. Here's a touchdown run from Kelly Ikipi. Touchdown runs against Moanalua, Mililani, and now Kahuku here in 2022. And deservingly so, to cap it off with him and his
he's
great
earned
work.
It. He's earned that.
Well, here's Kennedy. A lefty kicker, mind you. Oh, hit the post.
Boink.
Just his second miss of his career. And he hit the post with a flag first.
He'll get another chance.
Really, I think he's hoping for another chance. What happened after? If it happened after the kick, then that miss will stand. But we'll see what the options are. And Cal Evans will discuss this with Darren Hernandez, which almost looks like from behind that they're wearing the same hat.
Personal foul. Defense gaining leverage by pushing off of a player. Half the distance to the goal. Replay the try.
Get a Hana hold.
So the miss not recorded anymore. Take it off. Delete the doink.
Doink deleted.
Kennedy, a junior, expected to play volleyball this year for Kapolei. We're just a few yards closer, and now a chance to make up for the miss. But first, another flag. This one's going to go back 5.
False start. Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty. Replay the try down.
Hana hole squared. What is it? 3 times to make 1 point.
.333 remaining. Maybe another opportunity. He got a heavy leg, by the way, so his range in practice is around 50 yards. So this is a chippy.
Hey, where's the kids playing in the background in every Kahuku game?
Gone, right? Kennedy, there you go. Splits it through. Big Hurley. Slides it through. And Kapolei's got their first 7 tonight. Hurley Kennedy. He had a friend named Brennan who played basketball, and both of them last year were going to try to see who was going to have a better season, him or Brennan on the football team for Hurley, and Brennan on the basketball team. No word yet on who won that competition, but
Okay.
I tell you what, when you only miss 1 extra point,
hey,
it's not bad.
And have a tackle. Don't discredit.
You never thought of becoming a kicker when you were playing in high school?
You know, at Kahuku, there's so many great athletes that win punt, pass, and kick competitions. There was the Santiago brothers way back when. I was never that guy. Give me a specialty. I'll do it as best I can.
You know how the kids say, I'm that guy? You're not that guy.
No, I'm not that guy. Throw a ball, I catch pass. That's how simple I was.
Yeah, you turned out all right.
Is this what you consider all right? Raise your standards, my friend.
33. You are just a beacon of joy, my friend.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, I was reading a card.
No, I saw you
read that. Yeah,
I thought it was for me.
Somebody just handed me a card. Here comes the ball that's squibbed and picked up there by Kapolei McPherson. And able to pick this one up and take it into Kapolei territory. Wow, bodies colliding all over the place.
And Kennedy took a wallop.
Making the tackle for Kapolei, number 91, Gabriel.
Oh my, he'll be telling his friend, what's his name, his friend Brennan?
Yeah.
About, did you see him get hit? Oh. So he made the tackle, hit some extra point, and got knocked on his butt.
So Kahuku and the offense back on the field, 3:22 away from a day with Mililani. And those two teams have had some classics in the OIA finals. In the last 5 straight years, it looks like that's what the finals is going to be. Good stop. How about the run there? Or Viliamu Amitoilao.
And you mentioned Mililani and Kahuku. If you go back in the record books and you look at whatever the final game is called, not on the prep bowl, state championship, it's only Kahuku and Mililani 98.5% of the time in the finals. I mean, Lelehua may have been in there once.
After the gain of 3, Singataranga will throw it. Here comes Carson Moneterangi. First catch of the season down the sideline, and he scores.
Oh, wow. Felipe, let me go back in time for Kahuku. And the way he looked on that play, Itula Mili. Remember that? The BYU to the pros. Itula Mili, like, watch the quick pass outside. Doesn't look like, oh, he has defenders out there. 1, 2. He's grabbed, but he somehow makes it into the end zone. Are you too young for Itula Mili?
Yes.
Kahuku.
Yeah.
Perhaps
I've heard stories, but I've never seen. Yeah.
Perhaps one of 2 of the greatest receivers Kahuku has ever had, and there have been a lot.
And this one was high, and a throw for the end zone. It is caught. Did he get over the line for the conversion? He did. Yep. Whoa! Keona Poahi McPherson.
The reach. Oh, this guy's had a great game also. It looks like a broken play, right?
This is when you have a family reunion and you're playing ball in the backyard. Yeah. You kids just run down there.
Well, he's covered. In fact, it's hit before he catches the ball, but reach. 2 points.
Eden Manutai on the run. And Keona Poahi McPherson gets 2 more.
We've seen Mana Carvalho pull the extra point kind of thing, a botched kick out, then Manutai with the throw. Fun to watch when athletes are just being athletes and what they can do.
Were you that guy?
No.
Okay.
I saw some coaches back. They said, "You know, I don't remember you ever catching a ball over the middle." I said, "Yes." I used my brain to play.
How long did you play ball at Waipahu? How many years?
What do you mean, how long? I played 8 years. No. Well, yeah, I played about 4 years.
Okay.
About 4 years.
JV and varsity, I assume?
Freshman year, JV, and then varsity.
Nice.
They put me at quarterback. They put me at I played mostly receiver, though.
Basketball, too?
Basketball, played basketball.
My man.
Basketball.
Back to Mercy Road timing. This kick goes out of bounds, and because it's a flag, that's one of the criteria to stop the clock here with 2:28 remaining in the 4th.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
They want it 5 yards back, or do they want it at the 35?
5-yard penalty and re-kick.
There you go. Kapolei wants a chance to return something here. Kahuku 44 points put up tonight, averaging 34 per game this season. Kahuku defeated Mililani 29-17 a couple of weeks ago. Those teams will tangle yet again for the White Division I Open Championship. And I'll tell you what, the interesting thing is that now it's a neutral field, right? So it's at Barrington. So you're going to have the wind in there. You're going to have that raucous atmosphere. It's a great venue for the state tournament last year. But Kahuku cannot play against Mililani next week like how they did last week when they play in the regular season finale.
Oh, plus, you know, Rod York is a guy who makes adjustments, and he's probably in his lab tonight writing up stuff, watching what he sees.
This ball stays in bounds. And it is recovered by the Hurricanes. Oh, that was a dangerous one. And finally put in by Kapolei.
All right, you know they're looking over at the Millie Line coaches and they're together tonight watching this, coming up with a game plan. So it'll be a different matchup. Watch this spin on this kick. You think you could let it go. We've seen so many of these this year.
That's one of Jimmy's golf shots with a sandwich, huh? Nice.
Have you golfed with that guy?
No, but I heard he's good. Yeah.
Put earplugs in. Even his best shots will get bad reviews from Jimmy himself.
Tagovailoa Mosa spins and now chucks it up top. Kahuku! Incomplete. Now downfield he was guarded by Kapolei Kalahiki.
Make the best of your time when you're on the field. That ball was going to be caught by Kahuku. Kalahiki pushing, and the ball pops out.
I'll be honest, that looks like a flag to me.
That is. There you go. Not looking. You don't have to look back, though, right? You don't have to look back.
do.
Oh, you do?
You can face guard it.
Hey, there's a minute left. Let the clock run.
2nd and 10. Throws this one to Kahuku. He catches that one. Good tackle there from Se'e Maiava. Got 3 tackles so far here in the period. And maybe a couple of plays if Kapolei hurries.
See, at this point, you just want to avoid injury.
Yep.
You got your starting quarterback in. Perhaps run the ball.
We have Kaina Kamohali'i running out. Tagovailoa Mosa down the middle. That's incomplete. With 15 seconds to go, that might do it. Well, Kapolei can get at least some small comfort that they get their first 7 against Kahuku on the board, but this night belonged to Big Red. Absolute domination from the defending Division I Open champions. 44-7 the final. Kahuku advances to the OI Division I Open championship game.
Look at that stat on about 32nd title playoff game.
Can you imagine the lays that are going to be on that guy next week, Friday? Our matchup is set. Number 1 stays number 1 with one convincing victory and 1 win away from another Open title.
From Maka to Mackay, make Honda your perfect island ride.
It's a party every time you're in a fun Honda Civic or HR-V. So grab your Ho'aloha, hit play on Apple Music, and get the paina started in style. New Hondas are arriving daily. Get into an UI Civic or HR-V. Your perfect island ride.
See a Hawaii Honda dealer today. Tell them Henry sent you.
Grab your boxes, lock and key. That's all you need. Storing at the bank, self-storage. Attackers, rentals online. Furniture specials all the time. Storing at the bank, self-storage. A whole lot to Hawaii self-storage.
My double bonus jack combo gives you double the seasoned beef and double the cheese. Let's see that again. Double beef, double cheese, 2 ads for the price of 1. Not bad.
I'm Mallory, and I've been with Ultras for 5 years. Here at Ultras, we are solutions driven. When it comes to processing payroll for our clients, we're not just looking at payroll, we're looking at the whole HR picture. We want to dig deep, we want to look at how things are being handled and how to create a more efficient way of doing things. So your time can be spent with your family, your company, and your people. And you can leave all that other stuff to us. That's what makes us different.
Enjoy more ways to watch your favorite University of Hawaii and local high school sports on TV, online,
and on the go. The best of local sports wherever you want it. Only on Spectrum Sports, OC16, and XCast.
How's it? I'm Jimmy Bender. You're watching Spectrum XCast.
44-7 the final. Number 1 Kahuku dominates Kapolei here in this Division I Open semifinal. Off they go to play Mililani next Friday for the championship at Farrington on Spectrum OC16 at 7:30. Well, Kahuku from the opening kickoff set that tone early, continue that tone through with their starters, the reserves, and here they are, another win away from another title.
Another masterpiece. They push, and they break through, and then it's a flood, and all led by this guy.
Sterling Carvalho, along with this great offense, got a pretty good quarterback as well. To the Hawaii Honda Leaders impact player for Kahuku. Here's Jimmy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Mike and Crawford here again with us, the quarterback. Another great night for you. And one of the things I liked about you tonight, spreading the ball around to everybody. Was that intentional, or is that just kind of what you were seeing out there?
You know, I always try my best to get the ball to everyone, but that's just what was given, so I just had to take it. So.
When Carson Maratarangi scored his touchdown here late in the game, you were one of the first guys running off the bench to hug him. What was that about?
See, Carson's my boy. He catch ride with me every day to practice, catch ride to practice, from practice. So just having him score his first touchdown, that was freaking big for all of us. We were all celebrating. So
that's huge. Talk to me about, speaking of huge, Mililani next week. What are your thoughts on round 2 of that?
You know, we just got to bring it on, get to work, because I know they're working and we're going to be working too, so it's going to be a good game. We just got to play our best, play our hearts out, and just play football.
Last question. Tell us about the fresh haircut there, man.
I just wanted something new, you know what I'm saying? So I got haircut.
Show us the back.
Got the little rat tail, you know what I'm saying? Got that little rat tail. Call me a rat now, I'm playing.
I love it, man. Micah Crawford, another great game for UC on Friday, guys. Back to you.
Love you, Mom.
He loves his family so much, and that Crawford family that has been watching him since he was really a baby, growing up through this community, and now really reaping the fruits of his labor all throughout his time in this Kahuku program tonight. 3 touchdown passes, 213 yards through the air. He was excellent.
You know, you watch his swag. Like last week, he did a couple of things that just, put it in the face of the opponent. He has an attitude. It's always good when your quarterback can have attitude and have moves like that.
He found Mana Carvalho. He found Leonga Lefau. He found Brock Fanoi Moana. Just spreading the love and the wealth here. He'll add another plaque to that big collection back at home, as he will leave as the Hawaii Honda Leaders impact player for Kahuku. Time now for the Hawaii Honda Leaders impact player for Kapolei. Well, the ground game worked, stayed consistent, all thanks to Trent Kiliikipi.
You got to find positives in a game where you lost 44-7, but you're still alive to make it into the state tournament. So that's a positive. Mr. Kiliikipi did some great work, caught some passes, made some great yardage, finally got the quarterback, got the touchdown at the end.
3rd rushing touchdown this season for the senior Kiliikipi, 4th total for the season. And so he gets the nod and the plaque for the Hurricanes. Let's ring the bell. It's the Taco Bell play of the game. It's a freshman that shines under the spotlight yet again on special teams. The punt block from Madden Solia. Give me that deflection. And that ended up with a short field for the Red Raiders. They would capitalize. He's done that in the biggest moments, on the biggest stage, and he does it consistently.
And that has always been a Kahuku stamp. The special teams. How many times have they won games because of special teams? And we remember Manulele Ayu earlier in the year against Punahou. That was a big play. And tonight, Soliai again with a big play.
And so as we wind down the OIA playoffs and that second season, we get ready for the state tournament. Mililani Kahuku already in. Campbell and Kapolei duke it out for the final berth representing the OIA into the state's big dance. 2 more segments to go before we wrap it up. The post-game show is on the way from Kahuku when you come back on OC16.
Home. It's where you live, you're happy. At Bank of Hawaii, we want to help you live it even more. So to help you do more with today's record high home values, we've increased the amount you can access of your hard-earned equity to up to $400,000 without an appraisal. You can even lock in a low fixed rate for the first 5 years. Apply with Simplify by Bank of Hawaii. It's the fast, easy way to get more cash, more peace of mind, and just plain more happy.
And that's where the cheese comes in.
I don't get it.
It's a thick crust with crispy edges. What is there not to get?
The sauce on top?
You haven't even tried it yet.
You know, she's got a point.
I don't want to talk about politics. Detroit style is back at Pizza Hut.
No one outpizzas the Hut. Technology at 15 Craigside makes life easier, safer, and keeps us connected. How you guys doing this morning? Internet speed in this building is able to handle the downloads and capacity requirements of my office.
The technical support that's provided by the IT department is wonderful. They're available to all residents for any troubleshooting needs and one-on-one training. Voice technology allows us to ask about 15 Craigside's community events, dining, and activities. There's always something fun to do.
Are you looking for something new? The flavor of real premium coffee beans with the savory crunch of arare. Try a surprising mix of East meets West today. Enjoy premium coffee arare. And now is the perfect time for delicious mango. Handpicked at the peak of freshness and dried and packaged for the best flavor. Get your premium mango and premium sweet and sour mango slices today. Order online at enjoysnacks.com. It's time to enjoy life.
Let's get cooking.
Oh, nice! I love my job. Follow me.
You're watching Spectrum XCast. All high school sports, all the time.
From Spectrum OC16, it's the Hawaiian Financial FCU post-game show.
Post-game show here at Carlton E. Weimer Field, the campus of Kahuku High School, as the Red Raiders win this one 44-7. So Kahuku and Mililani advance to the OIA Division I Open Championship. That's next Friday at Farrington on OC16. Well, this evening for the Hurricanes, yeah, they did score 7 points, but their defense should deserve a ton of credit, because all across the field here tonight, PJ Freitas was fighting through, and this 11th grader is going to be a bright star here for the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I like the attitude for Kapolei's defense. They came out, they know that they had to gang tackle, they caused fumbles. It was a great effort by them. You know, you got to do it for 4 quarters.
You know, Malaifonoti didn't have to be his usual Malaifonoti here tonight, because a lot of the load was spread out from the rest of this Red Raider crew, but still, he puts on some great highlight runs.
Yeah, they experimented a lot with the passing game, but this is, as he called it, bread and butter. I tell you what, it starts in the off-season, it starts in the weight room, and it all comes out on the field.
Just muscling his way in, got a touchdown earlier in the evening. Back here inside the booth, Rory, Jimmy's on the sidelines on Felipe Ohastro. All right, so our OI Division I Open Championship game is set. Number 1 Kahuku, number 2 Mililani. 12-point victory the last time they played last Saturday. That's going to be some fireworks in Farrington.
Yeah, because you mentioned neutral field, and you know, the Mililani coaching staff always can come up with different plans and change the plan from what happened last week. Should be fun.
And Keenan McMillan, sophomore, threw for more than 400 yards in the game against the Sabres last night. Time now for the final stats. It's brought to you by First Insurance. There you see the turnover situations. There's Tuli Tagovailoa Mosa threw an interception earlier, 370 total yards of offense. The passing game really developing nicely with the likes of some of the defensive guys in Brock Bernard Moana, Leon Lefau, and even Mana Carvalho, who can also play both ways.
Yeah, it's scary, right? They've always been known as a running team. You add a quarterback. Last time maybe it was Sol J. Maiava, who was a passing quarterback. You go all the way back to Vaika Carvalho, and back when Kahuku has a quarterback that can do what Crawford does. It's scary.
Yeah, Mana Carvalho, Vaika Crawford, all those guys have been so studly in their time here at Kahuku. Now one more win away from an OI Division I Open Championship. Jimmy.
Well, guys, I get asked a lot of times, is Kahuku really that good? I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, they are that good on all facets of the ball. In fact, on this drive right here, passes to Cash Ka'io, Manoa Hallams, Manuela Ayu, and Mana Carvalho, and we're going to wrap it up with a touchdown throw to Brock Panoy Moana. That's what I was talking about with Viking Crawford, finding all his targets. He did that on just that one drive alone. Hey, and they're not just scary on offense, they're scary on special teams as well. Madden Soliai, another punt block. This guy is amazing. Give him a 99 rating in Madden. I'm sure he's named after the video game. Madden with the block. And they're scary on defense as well. Aiden Manutai is going to step up with another interception. This kid is amazing as well to watch. Look at the roll around, It's going to float. He's going to step right in front of that. That's what he does so well. We've seen it so many times from Aiden Manutai. I'm telling you, this Kahuku team, all facets of the ball. People that have been sleeping on them still yet, I don't know why you're sleeping on them. They are that good.
Ty, that 5th interception for this season, leads the state and leads the division in that department with 5, 10 for his career over the last 2 years. So all the ingredients make it for a spicy championship game next Friday. Don't forget, the game is at Farrington at 7:37 with the kickoff on OC 16. A high five from Chalet Reed, OIA girls volleyball champion for that team, as it's smooth sailing tonight for Kahuku as they win this one by 37. We wrap it up when you come back.
This year, we are more thankful than ever. Instead of spending your time cooking, order a pre-made Thanksgiving feast from Zippy's.com or give one to those who deserve it most, so you can spend more time together. Order Zippy's Thanksgiving packages online and save up to $20. Order now at this special price. We usually sell out.
Because Haumea loves to dance. Because Jaina dreams of a cancer-free future. Because Guy knows why preventive care matters. You are why we're reimagining healthcare. To give you more choices. To be there for you. To see you in new ways. Hawaii Pacific Health.
Grab your boxes, stocking key, and the song you need. Storing at the bank, self-storage. Attackers rentals online. Fresh specials all the time. Storing at the bank, self-storage.
Keiki learning the value of a dollar just makes sense. That's why Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union accounts grow with our children. Parents or grandparents can open a Kids Club account with as little as $25. Open with more and receive a commemorative Bank of the Year. As they grow, their savings grow. At 13, Kids Club accounts become Advantage Savings accounts, leveling up with an ATM card and unlimited transactions at Hi-Fi and Bank of Hawaii ATMs everywhere. Hele mai to find why. People choose Hawaiian Financial FCU for life.
Welcome back to the Hawaiian Financial FCU post-game show.
The cinematography from Ed Nartartez, I'm telling you guys, on point. Well done, Ed. Appreciate you. 44-7 the final. Kahuku able to win this one. Number one stays number one. And a heck of a matchup for the championships coming up next week. Programming note, we're back with you Wednesday for the HHSA, the New City Nissan Girls Volleyball quarterfinal round. The Moalua side of the bracket on OC 16 at 4:45. Then at 5:30 on XCast. Quarterfinal coverage on McKinley on XCast, channel 1017. Time now for extra points. One final thought from all of us.
Our favorite thought. I was going to mention about my 25-year marriage anniversary and all that, but I thought about it. I go, wait a minute. I found a picture of Jimmy and I and Lanai, who has the best TV show on OC 16, that Hawaiian style cooking thing. Yeah. And we're at a Halloween party that probably can't show on TV. Okay. But Jimmy, Lanai, and I all had flowing hair. Where did that go? Where did the hair go, Jimmy?
Jimmy, can you...
Oh,
I know which picture he's talking about, too, and we can't show that.
Yeah. And I was receiving the most back then, 32 years ago. Hey, I think I'm winning by a little bit, by 3 strands.
No. By 3 strands.
Who's counting?
No, wait, sorry. Just one more question. Because it's R-rated, you can't show the photo? I know we don't have the photo, but...
You're never going to see the photo.
Yeah.
Dave Vinton has
No,
it.
we don't have the photo.
Stop.
That would have been such a perfect time to do it.
Stop.
All right.
This is family. This is Leave It to Beaver time here.
Right.
We
Yes,
good. We
yes.
good. So that's it. That's it.
Thanks, Mr.
I know Jimmy for 32 years.
Yeah.
That's a longer anniversary than me and Maureen.
That's true.
I'm 34 years old. Jimmy.
Hey, we always shout out DJs, and I tell you, they're always good over here at Kahuku, playing some great old school music. Heard some Double Dutch Bus tonight. But I got thrown for a loop when he threw in some "We Built This City" and "Never Gonna Give You Up" by Rick Astley. Like, I had to look over and make sure like he didn't get kidnapped or something. I was like, did somebody take over the DJ booth?
It sounded pretty good, right?
Yeah.
It sounded really, really good. Wait, hold on, sorry.
Right.
I got to
Go
go back
ahead.
to this photo
Go
thing.
ahead.
You started the
Yes.
You started the extra point by saying,
Yeah.
I was going to shout out my 25th wedding anniversary.
I was, but then I thought better, 32 years with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
My
I love
wife,
you too,
Paula,
Roy.
that's 8 years more.
Yeah. Okay, no, very good.
7.
Very good. I got a couple shout-outs real quick.
What's
First off, congratulations, Aiea. Aiea defeated Kailua 41-0 today. Aiea Waipahu for the OI Division 1 championship. And Kaiser will take on Nanakuli for the OI Division 2 championship. That's next Saturday on OC 16.
Do we get to do the Waipahu game?
You're working with me.
We are. We are.
Yes, we're working together.
What time is it?
We have a schedule that is sent out with an email string.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can not be a homer for that game.
Yeah.
I love you, Aiea.
Yeah, but you got to promise me you're going to bring some Waipahu memorabilia from your time time. If you have anything.
I'll come with a black eye to commemorate the days of back in high school.
Okay, right on. I got to send a huge shout out to one of our very valued members of our crew. Love him very much. His name is Irish Alvarez. Today is his birthday, and he was honored with the D1 athlete Marge and Christian with a lei. He was working out there. Happy birthday, buddy. He works in the EVS, which is basically our real play center. We love him so much, Irish. He turns 26 years old today. He is one of the very special members of our crew, and he puts up with my nonsense along with him and Ednar Tartez when we joke around at EVS. So, Irish, we love you, buddy. And for those of you who don't know Irish, he's an amazing person. He's a very creative guy, and I think he's single and ready to mingle. So let those DMs come flying through, Irish.
Those guys don't get mentioned enough. They don't get mentioned. There's a lot of guys behind the scenes that need to have a roller at the end of the game or something.
That's right, yeah. We call those credits in TV, by the way. We don't call them rollers.
Middle line of game coming up, there's a roller on the field.
That's true. Dave, roll the rollers, please. The rollers. Good God. With Rory Kim, Jimmy Bender, our producer Dave Vinton, our director Greg Kawasaki. Happy birthday, Irish. We love you, bud. Felipe Hofstra, our entire crew. Support high school sports. So long for the North Shore.
Taco Bell is so good and so cheap.
I know, right? I wonder why.
What if they know we're broke? What if they're trying to be the good guys?
Yeah. Thanks, Taco Bell!
Finding the Honda you really want just got easier. With a longer limited warranty, so long. Downloadable inspection reports, so you see what we see. Downloadable. And complimentary oil changes within the first year. That's what I'm talking about. You've never been more at peace than with Honda Certified Pre-Owned.
Taco Bell is so good and so cheap.
I know, right? I wonder why.
What if they know we're broke? What if they're trying to be the good guys?
Yeah. Thanks, Taco Bell!
You're watching Hawaii High School Sports on Spectrum XCast.
It's Game Day Hawaii, presented by Pizza Hut.
One of dynasties this state has ever seen.